I do like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, groaning like a geezer.
Do you know that there is a video on YouTube where it's like 10 hours straight of I keep wanting to call him Yoda, but Jabba the Hutt laughing just on a loop. It just keeps going and going and going. But anyway, welcome everybody. It is once again time for Graybeard's Studio. This is episode 131. I think I actually put 130 on the I'm sorry, I'm looking at Dan Lawless backstage. All right. I misrepresented the episode. It's actually 131. I'll have to go in and change that after the show. If you guys may remember, hopefully you do, last week, Stealth was our winner of our high bid, our most super chats contest, and got to pick the categories this week. And I kind of feel like he wanted Speedsters to win because that's what he voted for. But you guys said, no, we want TV, sci-fi, and movies, or sci-fi, movies, and TV. And that is what you're going to get. And this is a lesson to Stealth that when you put up a poll, even if you try to weigh it in your favor, a lot of times it doesn't go the way you want it to. But thank you for joining us. Let's get this show on the road. Please welcome, he's a fan favorite for sure. It's David Williams. What's up? We talked earlier today. Have you kind of figured out what you're going to do yet?
Nope.
Okay, there you go. That is an invitation chat to give David a lot of useless suggestions that he probably will not use, but throw them out there anyway. Here's a guy that that's too mean. I'm not going to say it. Age before beauty, I think. Gary Martin. Gary, life for all of us goes by very quickly, and some people more quickly than others, like you, for example, the elder statesman of this show. Do you have any pontification on age that you'd like to share with us today?
I do. And you kind of gave it away, but I'm going to tell my story anyway, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
All righty.
So I'm in my local grocery store. This happened like 2 days ago. And I kind of got beat up last week in the chat about my age. So I'm a little sensitive. So I walked in the store and to get the shopping cart, and there was this little old lady in front of me. And I mean, she was like 5 foot nothing, and 75, 80 years old. And she sees me looming over her, so she kind of like steps aside, says, "Oh, go ahead." And but she was right there. All she had to do was grab one and go. And I'm like, no, go ahead. And she looked up at me and smiles and says, "No, you go. Age before beauty." Like, damn.
Here's a guy that, the beauty doesn't apply, but certainly he's getting older by the minute. Please welcome Gabby Hayes to the show. Dan Lawless.
I reckon this is my new look. The thing is, you put that intro on. I didn't know about the intro, the name or anything. I didn't even know what the person's name is. So I quickly, as the intro is going, I quickly Google it. I
You
grab
didn't
a
know who
hat
Gabby Hayes was?
from over here that looks like it, put it on
Oh.
my head. I don't know who Gabby Hayes is, except he's a Western guy.
You don't know Gabby Hayes?
And you pulled off the look.
I pull off the
perfectly.
look that fast. The problem is I should not have put my camera on until you introduced me. Like, and then I could have, because then you're in the background going, "Oh, I'm looking at Dan." Like, it blew the whole thing.
I know. Well, I know. I saw you, and
I
I
know, you can
started
see me.
cracking up while I was trying to do the intro
Yeah.
because I thought, "Oh my gosh,
I
where
do
did he
like
get
this
that
hat.
hat?"
It's got a good. It's got.
Yeah, you do. You look just
strap.
like him. A little younger version of Gabby. But I just figured because the
Strap.
reason you were Joan Rivers, for people that don't know, is because you were our like guest host. Like when Kelsey would disappear, almost always you were the guest host. And Joan Rivers used to be the regular guest host for Johnny Carson all the time. So that was the joke. But then I thought, well, now you're a regular of the show. So does the
Does a joke run its course?
does the Joan Rivers joke, that's what I'm trying to say, run its course? And I think maybe, so I just switched it up a little bit. So, I just say, keep your eyes on the intro because going forward, it's very fluid.
What you should do is put something in there, not tell me what it is, and see if I can come up with a look before you get the.
Well, I was afraid if I didn't alert you that you wouldn't pay attention.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't have. Yeah.
I wanted to alert you, but I didn't tell you what it was. I just
What do you think of
alerted
the actual
you.
cowboy hat though? That's not bad. Eh?
Yeah.
Put some-
You could like go in the outback, like and hunt the white rhino or something that's near
Yeah, see
extinction.
that looks better.
There you go. Now,
By the way, I
Alright.
do like the straps on here.
did
You guys, I get grief from my family, my wife, and everybody. What's wrong with this? They said it's a fashion faux pas, some kind. You can't have a string on your hat.
I wish I want to know where you got that from because
Well,
I want to
Amazon.
get one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it does look
it's
fine. I think
nice.
it looks good.
It
Actually,
looks
Yeah.
extremely
Look at that wind.
practical.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wind's blowing your hair.
Yeah, it's that is which maybe we should call it a vacation strap because
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing you'd wear in your hat when you're out on vacation. You don't want to lose your hat.
Yeah, well,
I don't-
Aaron, you're qualifying it. I would agree with you. Going to the mall wearing that,
Mhm.
I don't recommend it. But vacation, yes.
see, so it's
Why? I think it looks really good.
You're not going to get any brisk winds in the mall.
Yeah, but
There's-
what if someone tries to grab your hat? Like,
well. That's
How many times in your lifetime
now. Wait a minute,
have
Gary.
had, like
He's,
gangs of punks running around
Well-
malls trying to grab hats?
he's up
3,
in
maybe
Michigan.
4.
There's crime running rampant all over
3 or 4.
3 or 4 times. You know how many hats I've lost in the mall? 'Cause
Yeah, really.
Kids just coming by. I like it. I
And they're
do.
fast too. They can really
Right.
run like
Yeah.
the wind.
Let's see who's in the chat and see what they're
Especially
thinking.
these
today.
all caps comics hats. These are really valuable.
Yeah, they're rare. In fact, you'll notice I'm not wearing my Empire Comics hat because my grandson, every time I go over to the hat, he takes my hat, and they just found it finally. So next
Well,
week,
you need
hopefully, I'll
one of
have
those lanyards for when you visit.
it. Exactly. If I had one of those things, he couldn't have got away with it.
Yeah,
See?
I think they look really good.
I think you should start selling them on your website, Dan. You could like do modeling pictures of you with the.
That's right. You got a new merch line there.
That's right. The lawless strap, we'll call it.
Making sure my
A
yeah, there's a
lawless
real delay
strap.
on this. Oh, you can read it. So I never know what it looks like in here, like the logo. I never sure which one to flip over when you're what comes through on YouTube.
Oh no, I can read
see
it.
it.
It's
You
perfect.
can see it.
Yeah, it
You can
reads.
read it here.
It reads correctly.
Although-
Yes.
Now that I think of it, the lawless hat strap kind of is a contradiction in terms because lawless brigand is going to wear a hat strap.
Well,
They're more carefree about their
No,
lifestyle.
no. Even though you're lawless, you may not want your hat stolen. You may steal
Right.
someone else's stuff, but you don't want your stuff stolen.
I steal hats and then I put these lanyards on them.
So they can't steal them back. It's Perfect. Okay. Past Master Dan is here. Quorum is joining us. Glitch is here from across the pond. He says, fingers crossed for Red Dwarf. I don't even know what that is, so you might as well uncross your fingers.
It's a British sci-fi
Red
show,
Dwarf?
kind of like Doctor Who, that era.
Yeah,
there.
old British
Oh,
sci-fi series.
never heard of it. And I'm usually up on those things. Wasn't UFO, wasn't that an old British show that they would show in the 70s? And David McCallum or somebody? No, was McCallum in that? Or am I thinking of something else?
Those are weren't those produced by the Andersons, the puppet people?
UFO?
Yeah.
I remember Project Blue Book. That was a TV show. That was
Chad, am I incorrect? Didn't the Sylvia and what's his name, Anderson, Jerry Anderson? Yes. See, Randy Hell knows.
I didn't know. Well, back then I didn't. Yeah, I knew very little, but I knew that there was like, and there was the UFO show had very little alien action in it.
No, it was. I thought it was boring.
Yeah, you're always waiting, and every once in a while you'd get like one, but
yeah, I preferred their Supercar, Fireball, XL5. I preferred those.
JS is here, Creative Faye. Bill Maxwell, who drew the woman in the spacesuit? Could it be, dare I say, AI? Bill, here's a little experiment I do. I have found that when I've used AI art on our little promo things, we get more viewership over the course of a week than we do when I don't use it. So I've only done it a couple times, so it's hard to say for sure. But we did Myths and Legends, and I used an AI piece of artwork. Got big views. Popeye with an AI Popeye art on it. We got huge views when we drew Popeye. And also we did a sci-fi one that was 50s sci-fi. I think it was Dan's choice that episode. And that was an AI image that also got really big views. So I'm just keep testing it out to see if that's actually true.
That doesn't bode well for us.
I know.
Try and show or use AI. Great. Oh no. The writing's on the wall. The writing's literally on
bait and switch.
I know. It's like we're offering
AI. It's just a ancient, butter.
Pencil and paper. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, we show the AI and then talk about how much we hate it.
Inconsequential artists is here. Pantheon, Golem Wolf, excuse me. Randy Howell, all the way from Canada. Lone Star Viper. Rand Arrington's joining us. JP Roca. Who else is in here?
What if we don't draw something better than the AI image that you created?
What's that? What
if we don't draw something better than the AI image you created?
Art to Bear last night on The Professionals had a nice point. He said, it's kind of the hot thing right now. He said people are going to get sick of it after a while, just like they did Pixar and all computer generated stuff. Now they're going back to 2D animation because everybody's sick of 3D animation because it all looks the same. Same thing's going to happen with AI.
I don't know about that because it's getting better and better.
Well, okay, but you're talking about realistic AI. I'm talking about that sort of faux
okay, I know what
art
you mean.
Style AI where you can tell immediately that it's AI.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, well, that's the problem. It's gonna get good at doing line art too, and that stuff. The kind of stuff we do, the comics,
But I still think I had never thought of that until Art brought it up, that people do, no matter how cool it may look right now, people are going to get sick of it after a while because that'll be, if it just saturates the market, everything will look like that. And then it'll be like, oh, where's the old cool stuff? So hopefully that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, I think there will be people who they'll be able to do comics. They will look good and they'll be a good crutch and stuff. But there's always room for hand drawing because even with AI, you have to work it and you have to, how when you're drawing something, an arm is going like this over the head or something weird, or, what I mean? It's sort of all those tangents and stuff you got to watch out for, and the way you compose something just the right way. So maybe the body's moving in like this and the sun is here. You still got to compose. Now, all these AI shots are all the same. They're all, single shot compositions. boring,
Yep.
nothing interesting, nothing really artistic about it. That's what they can't do. Like I saw someone trying to do an AI of Sid Mead. It looked like Sid Mead's technique and stuff, but it didn't have any of the creativity.
Right.
So
Well,
that's the problem with it.
yeah, AI is not going to create anything new. It just uses what's already there
Yeah.
and just manipulates it. So Pity Ma's here. Amoral fat 40 ounces is
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, there we go. Marcus Killer Group, purveyor of all things pop culture knowledge. Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is almost always here. Lord Hinson, Comic Skater. Hail to the Beards. What's up, chat? He says. Corey Landis is joining us. Fallen Low Life is joining us. Aaron N. Boyd is here. He's a monster. Says he's free at. Oh, I thought he said free at last, but he's saying free at least, which I guess he means our show. At least it's free. You can't expect much more than that. Jay Dredd is here. Let's see here. Captain Bipto. Is this going to be a space corn dog story? That may be a tale later in the show when Gary shares his beef. Maybe sci-fi corn dogs might be in there. We'll just have to
Well, food is involved in my beef.
Oh, there you go. That's close enough. JP Roca says, is that the original Mountain Dew mascot who just joined the show? So he's talking about
right.
Dan
Right.
Gabby Hayes.
What was he
I
like?
was
A
thinking
49er, you know, like a
Yeah, Mountain Dew. He was an old 49er guy. Remember? I mean, that was going way back.
Well, do you guys remember Verner's?
no.
That's a Michigan thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
Burners?
that's
Yeah,
not
it was a ginger ale of sorts. It's still around somewhere.
No.
that's a local thing.
Pitty Moss says she likes the look, Dan. So there you go.
She, actual woman, likes it.
That's what Pitty Moss. She's saying it.
Dan, in the title of her name also is a clue to her sex.
What is it? What's the name again?
Pitty
Ma.
Pretty Ma. All right.
That's something Gabby Hayes would say. Come on, Ma.
Yeah,
You feel
Gabby,
sorry
is
for
that
us,
hat
yes.
too tight around your cranium?
John without an H is here. Let's see. Let's see. John says my Adidas golf hat has a string on it. See, you're getting a lot of support, Dan, in the chat for your.
Is that a
What?
bucket hat or a regular, like a baseball cap?
This is a baseball hat.
No, not you, Dan.
The golfing
The
hat
golfing hat. Yeah.
that John has, his Adidas golf hat. He wants to know, is that a bucket hat or a regular
Because
baseball?
I'm thinking of going to the bucket hat when I golf, but I'm not sure about the coolness factor.
Are you really that concerned about the coolness factor?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Got to look good on the
Yeah,
course.
see, he says bucket hat. Yeah, okay, John. Yes, I'm thinking about getting one.
Mike TV Dub says Dan's got drawstrings on his mittens as well.
How did he know that? It's really creepy.
That is, yeah, his wife pins his directions and address to his jacket when he goes out.
Yeah. Well, I got I've got a lot of stuff to put on. Like I have to put these the plastic bag on my foot to put it into the boot.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, I actually put it over the shoe and then I put it into the boot, but the plastic bag helps to slide it in there.
Bretsky the Great is suggesting David draws Judge Dredd.
Hey, see what Werner's is if you want to see what what I'm talking about. Although he wasn't looks more like a Irish guy. If you want to share my screen.
Oh yeah, I'll get it.
That's all right. That's all right. We don't have to pursue this topic anymore.
Well, if you're curious,
Nobody's curious, Dad.
There it is. Vernon Rush.
I'm proud of
Deliciously
my
different.
Michigan heritage.
Nobody's curious.
Look at deliciously different.
Yeah,
Top of the morning to you.
definitely a local
I have to say, I
beverage.
like that hat.
Wow. That
That-
guy's not drinking soda pop, that's for sure.
That I don't know about that drawing. I'm not thrilled with it. I think you could
Yeah,
have
he's
done
got
better.
this, one eye hanging off his face. I mean,
He's winking at you.
Oh boy.
it's not weird.
He's been in a brutal bar fight. That's what's going on there.
Well, maybe he just mixed something with that Verner's or something. He shouldn't have.
There you go. Vernon.
I mean, you look at that mascot. Does that make you thirsty?
Definitely.
I don't think
Make
so.
me uncomfortable. Is what
Right.
it does.
Right.
You don't know what's in it.
That's why that brand has not
Made it
past
past
the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, exactly. They made it out of Michigan. Brian Smith is here, and he said, I went to the coast a couple days ago. A hat strap would have been useful there. So there you go.
Hey, one's in the chat if you know who what Verner's is.
Dan, would you drop the Verners already?
I'm just curious if we got
Nobody cares
people
about the Verners.
about
Is
my
this gonna
heritage.
be another bit that never goes away on this show now is
There you go,
Verners or whatever.
See,
Oh my god.
see, there's people here.
Well, I hope that people in the chat start sending you Verner's merchandise. Boy, I get corn dog merchandise.
Look at the one. See,
Oh my god.
I have corn dog t-shirts. I have corn dog. I can't remember who. Somebody sent me this. And it's a quality, like,
Oh. Stealth X5 says hello for $2. And I want you to know this show is brought to you by Stealth X5 today.
yes, it
Thank you,
is.
Stealth. Let's see. Did I say he's a monster? There's Sleeping Psychopathy as she's here. Aaron generated AI art. I did not generate it. I took it after someone else generated it. I'm too lazy to even generate my own. Iodine 74. I'm here. He says he's been collecting garbage. I don't know what that means, if that's actually a job description or something else.
our comics.
Art of Roy says, I'm not watching unless someone draws the naked alien chick from Life Force.
Well, then you better, leave the chat right now.
That's right. You better leave because
Been
that ain't
pushing that.
happening.
He really wants the Life Force chick. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't even think I've seen that movie. Is that Toby Hooper? Does anybody know who directed that? Inconsequential artist for 5 says, bravo, you're literally putting the AI in bait and switch. Oh my God. I'm glad. I really am, Gary. I'm glad that he sends us money, but
That was that one?
oof. I'm telling you, man. That's,
Yeah. Well, so I mean, that's what super chats are for in a nutshell. You could say the most ridiculous thing, but as long as you pay money, Aaron has to read it.
Yes.
That's right. Toby
Well, he
Hooper, I
doesn't
was
have to
correct.
read
Isn't that what I said? I said Toby Hooper. So directed Life Force, and there's Brent Mackey weighing in and saying, I am correct. I'm finally getting to all the number ones in the chat. So there are people that have had that. Was that ginger ale? Is that what you said that was? That Vernon thing or Vermin or whatever?
Yeah, what was it?
Verner's.
Verner. Okay.
Ginger, is it
What's it
ginger
up?
ale? No, Dan,
kind of
we're not
ginger
going to look at. We're not going to look it up because we can't get it here.
No, I said, listen up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's a monster.
The bananas out of your ears.
He's a monster coming clean, saying he's facing 19 felonies. So I don't know where that came from or why, but there you go. At least he's being
He's the one that
honest.
stole my hat.
Kel
That's
Ray
one of
was
the
here.
felonies.
Yeah, I consider it felony.
Jack
that's
Very
Zanneman.
upsetting.
Jack Zanneman says Wilma Deering. Isn't that from Buck Rogers? Isn't that Aaron? What's her face? Aaron Gray. Didn't she play Wilma Deering?
Yep.
She is a beautiful lady and one that I've met many times and talked to at shows. And even as an older woman, she was a beautiful woman. So
Yep.
I guess that's why she's in Hollywood and I'm sitting here with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
All
I
right,
do that all the time when I'm watching a TV or a movie and I see some actress I've never seen before that's attractive, and I'll say to myself, "Wow, she's good looking," and then I'll say, "Well, that's why she's in the movie."
Yep. Well, that makes sense, you know. So I want you guys to know I've never been in the movies, but I did do some modeling I don't know if you guys have saw this or not, but it was
Whoa, dude.
yeah. So that's that is someone's AI rendition of me, and I'll take it gladly.
That's Shelly?
I don't think so. I might be in trouble.
No, I think it looks like Shelly.
So Aaron, you're either 9 feet tall or this girl is 4 feet tall.
Well, maybe she's on her knees or something.
Yeah, I think she's on her
don't
knees,
know.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay, Vespa guy for $10. Hail Graybeards. Dan's hat just shows he's from the street. Stay strapped, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
That one was
protect
good.
you in Chicago.
Agent Cub for $5. Thank you very much. Says, if you were offered to write and draw a sludge comic, would you do it? If that's directed at me, yes, absolutely, I would do it. If I could write it, yeah, absolutely, I would.
Well, and
How much you pay me?
there's always a caveat to something like that. They meet your page rate.
Yeah, I mean, if they pay me
$1
reasonable amount of
million.
money, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, there you go. All right, let's do a little round of show and tell here, and then we will reveal what we're going to be
I
drawing
did do my homework.
to entertain the folks. David, you got anything?
Yep.
Well,
Go check the. Never mind. Hold on.
dude, come on
I
now.
did show last week.
So I did some touch-ups on this Submariner that we did on the show. Added some pencil gray tones.
Oh, you used not marker, a pencil. How about that? Nice.
Yeah. Just to give it a little.
That's
fleshiness.
really
I like
solid. Yeah. So is
Very
he
nice.
reaching for lunch, like a
Yeah.
flounder or a haddock?
So he's going for the big lobster. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He doesn't eat cheap. He's
Now, hang on a
for-
second. If you live underwater, does that mean you're always eating sushi? I mean, you wouldn't cook stuff.
That's
you couldn't,
true. You
right?
can't cook
That's
it.
right. That's
You
right.
can't cook it.
You eat it
You
raw.
just like grab something that's swimming by and munch away.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Maybe those
Why-
underwater volcanoes, you could boil it. Maybe.
Garland
why-
says he's grabbing for soup.
Well, that
Yeah, that's,
actually, I think
probably-
that's probably more realistic.
yeah. That's probably why he likes raw fish. Anyway, here we go.
Oh,
There goes the
this-
PG rating.
This is still available if you want. Astro Boy did here on Graybeards. Gotcha Man. Battle of the Planets.
That's,
Still available. This blah blah blah. blah.
I can't believe that Batman is still sitting
Yeah.
there. That's
can't
so
believe it.
classic.
Yeah, I cannot believe it.
But here's the commission I was working on.
ooh,
Superman.
Whoa,
dang.
Dude.
Pretty cool, man. Wow.
dude, those buildings. Are you kidding
I'm just
me?
gonna say, David Williams doing backgrounds.
Judas Priest, man. When you said you were working on buildings, I didn't think you were getting that crazy.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Wow.
Thank you.
Very
How come
nice.
we didn't see a scene like that in the?
Yeah.
In the Superman movie,
Because it wasn't a Superman movie.
that's true. It really wasn't.
Oh, I forgot. David hates
It was more of a
it. Hater.
what do you call
Gary
it?
hates it too.
It was more of a Justice Gang movie.
Yeah.
Aaron
didn't like it either.
I liked it.
So you're
Oh.
outnumbered.
Apparently.
Let's Gary, let's take a look at what you got going on here. And excuse me for a second, my wife's calling.
Okay. I was on Comic Art Fans and they advertised for the Heritage auctions, and this came up. This is my inks on Carmine Infantino pencils on the Flash, and I had not seen this page in decades, literally decades. As you can see, it's starting to turn yellow. I thought, oh yeah, I'll bid on it. It'd be nice to have, an original from way back then. We're talking about I don't know, mid 80s.
Okay.
And then I went to the auction. It's like, oh, I can't afford it. So
What was it going
I
for?
screen grabbed it, and there we are.
What's it going for?
Well, it's the auction had just started, and I already couldn't afford it. So I'm sure it went.
What was the
for
last
much
you
more
saw
than-
the price? What was that?
Yeah, come on, Gary, give us some money.
It doesn't matter, Dan.
It does, Gary.
Well,
I want to know.
I don't know what the final price was.
Okay, final. But what was it?
What was the bid that you said I can't take it? Where was it at?
Well, that was based on me knowing that the final price was going to be way more than what I was looking at. It was already at $400 and it had only been up for a couple hours.
Okay, that gives you an
Okay.
indication that thing's rising fast. Now, who is this again?
Carmine Infantino.
Who inked it though?
Me.
You did. Gary did.
Do I need to start over with this?
Well,
you
Shelly
got hung up on,
No, no, no.
on the auction price.
Shelly called me and she says, sorry to interrupt your show, but I just wanted to let you know I'm on my way home. And I'm like, hey, you're not sorry you interrupted my show. You did this on purpose. But yeah, Shelly's on her way home.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to comment on, like, back then I was, Zipatone shading film crazy. I tried to put Zipatone on almost every panel. And you can see I have it here. It's turned yellow here.
Yeah.
I even have it like as a shadow for the eyelid here.
Now, did you get any feedback from Carmine on this?
No.
Did he like it? Did he
No,
not like
he
it?
just at this point in his career, he was just mailing it in.
Okay.
His pencils. Let's just say I had to do a lot of interpreting.
Okay. So this was
Well, I
83?
like the Zipatone. I think it does add to the comic art. If it doesn't yellow, of course, it's not so good. But I think it looks good on comic art.
Yeah. Some brands yellow over time and some don't. But you see, this page is chock full of special effects. I'm clearly trying to impress. Like this cross hatching, that's all me. I don't have a holding line. I just use the gray to find that shape.
That's pretty wild, man.
This is the only panel that doesn't have Zipatone in it. I put white zip on the smoke that's coming out. What else?
Isn't it frustrating when you see a piece of your work on eBay or something? You're like, oh, I'd like to get that. And then it goes for more than you can afford.
Yeah.
Then when you try to sell your work yourself, you never get as much as you want.
Can't. Yeah, you can't get
Crazy.
that.
This would have driven me nuts if I drew this though, because of all the lettering that's covering up so much. It's like, oh, that one guy's whole chest area. Like if you spend half an hour drawing that thing right, getting that right, and then boom, lettering right over.
Well, they know there's going to be a lot of dialogue.
Unless the lettering. Oh, actually, didn't they do the lettering first, or did they?
No, the lettering was drawn on top of the pencils, so I get it.
You get it
already lettered. Yeah. Those were the good old days.
Well, yeah, but
look how much I didn't have to ink because of the lettering.
Well, hang on though. When you get your pages lettered, did you ever have letterers that like erased like way too much around?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That drove me nuts.
Yeah.
It's like they erase half the drawing, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Or some letterers, use the what are the lines called? I forget. Guidelines for the lettering, and there's a tool, I forget what it's called, that they draw in the guidelines, and they use a really hard pencil and it digs into the paper.
Yep.
And you can't erase it, because if you try erasing it, you erase the inked lettering on top of it. And so some of that stuff actually reproduces in the comic, where you can see the guidelines. They're so dark.
I don't know why they didn't use blue pencil to do that.
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or some guys use really long guidelines, so the guidelines will go off the page and like go into this guy's face.
Yes.
From this, that kind of thing.
I'd say hand lettering.
That's some gripes from a has-been inker.
Man, I tell you, hand lettering like this is just such
okay.
an
And moving on. I already showed this, last week?
Yes.
Aaron has agreed to allow
Me.
me to auction this at the end of the show.
Really?
So if anybody, wants to get in on this,
You got to set a minimum bid.
redeemed Bruce Lee artwork at the end of the show, it can be yours.
Gary, you got to set a minimum bid.
That's what I told him. I said,
Because it's not all the, our buyers are here all the time.
So yeah, so if you're a little interested in some Bruce Lee action, stick around to the end of the show and we will auction that off. Dan, you're pushing Nightcrawler yet again.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
going
sorry
on?
if I show this, but this is for sale, just so people know, on my website. So
I do have a link, and we're going to go through all of them later in the show, campaigns and websites. And I actually, Dan, I've got your website on in the description of the video, as well as your campaign with EVS. I've got you covered. Finally, I've got all your stuff covered.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Gracias.
There you go. And there's others. I was just at your page. There's other really cool stuff on there. Like I said, we'll get to it a little later in the show when we have a little bit larger audience. But yeah, this is one of the many pieces on there. That Doctor Strange piece.
That's expensive, but it's larger and it's really finely done. I mean, we're talking it's
if he says so himself, folks.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Dan likes that one.
It is excellent. It is so good that one of the greatest pieces of art ever created in the history of humankind.
Some people say that. Some people have said that, but it did stick out to me. I went, "Whoa, look at that!" So, anyway, yeah, that's very nice.
And if somebody sees a piece and they want to negotiate a little bit with me, that's fine too. Don't feel like you're insulting me if you want to.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about insulting me. That's fine.
You think anybody in the chat is worried about insulting us? Are you kidding me?
I know. I mean, when they preface the offer with, I hope I'm not insulting you, but will you take too late? I'm insulted.
All right. Very nice, Dan. Thank you.
Perfectly fine. I'll decide, I'll let it go. No, it's too little. I can't let it go for that, I'll say, or okay, so it's just a fine thing to ask. So
I got a couple things of interest that I'll show you guys real quick. That usually I do this on my Sunday show when I do Aaron's Flat Files, but you guys might find this interesting. I still have this blue line of this John Buscema.
Oh, wow.
Now I inked this or one of these years ago, and with this sitting here, and Gary will understand this feeling. You got this sitting there going, man, I want to ink this.
Yeah.
And
I want to ink it, and I'm not an inker.
How have you not inked that?
Well, I've done one already. I did one
for
I think an auction for one of Steve Morger's shows, those San Jose Comic Cons, the Big Wow or whatever.
Yeah.
Years ago, but I don't know why I have another one. That's the thing, that I actually have it. And I've got a Wrights and Frankenstein pencil.
Really?
But I haven't even touched it because it's like.
Do you have it handy?
Huh?
Do you have it handy, the Wrights one?
No, I was looking for it. I can't find it. It's the one where he's like kneeling. It's kind of not a close up, but it's close in on him as he's like in the water getting a drink. And there's all that crazy line work and cross hatching on the. Yeah. So I was like,
great piece.
Maybe someday.
Oh, so
And if you send me a high res scan of that Buscema cover, I will ink it.
Okay, I'll do that. Anybody curious what Art Taber looks like over me? Here it is.
Wow.
Look at that.
Very cool.
Nice.
Except that floating head is kind of creepy.
Well, this is like female Firestorm, I guess. And so there's like two people, one, like there's two consciousnesses in there.
Of course, it would be a black man looking at her booty.
Yeah, well, that might be. But yeah, it's funny because Art was inking me one way and I wasn't digging it too much. And I said, dude, I want more definitive line weights on there. So he went back in and really juiced it up. And I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Art does a lot of times do that very sort of thin deadline
Well, that was an image thing.
Yeah, and I just said, man, give me some line weights. And he went back in there, and I thought it was really nice. So anyway, that's art over me. Now, some people are asking, as I've got 2 pages left to go on Wraith of God, 2 pages, and I'm done.
Wow.
They're saying, what are you doing next? Well, I'm not going to say what I'm doing next, but it may be something like this.
Yikes.
I'm just saying it might be something of this nature.
Oh my gosh.
So this was done way back in the Studiosaurus days. It's one of my IPs that I've not used yet. And I'm just saying, maybe. And yes, I did the lettering, that RAR. I'm very proud of that. So, there you go. Just maybe a little hint at things to come.
Okay.
Teasers.
There we go. So
We're ready for that.
Sounds awesome.
okay.
That look great.
So
You're gonna slip a space chick in there. By you know who I'm talking about.
oh, and this one?
Yeah.
I can't, well, because it's a interdimensional thing, so I don't know if it would work. I could. Maybe, okay. Let me see if I can do that. I haven't written I mean, I've
That
got
could be just like a 1 or 2 panel thing where she makes an appearance.
I could do that, couldn't I?
Yep.
I might do that. Okay. All right. You got me thinking. All right, guys. So we're going to do TV/movie sci-fi because that's what Stealth put out there and that's what you guys voted for. David, any ideas yet?
Nope.
Great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Dan, do you have any ideas of what you're going to do?
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, I figured that, but specifically, what are we going to see from you? Are we doing?
We know what's in your head all the time. What are you drawing?
Yeah, exactly. Because he just sits and thinks about
sorry,
Star
I
Wars
was just
all day
thinking.
long.
Maybe Star Wars.
Okay, so you're just going to leave it at that. Okay.
Well, I mean, I want to, let people stick around and find out.
Okay, okay. I was actually thinking of Star Wars, but now Dan once again stole my idea. But thankfully, I have backup plans, and my backup plan involves the creature from the Black Lagoon. That is what my backup plan involves. So I'm going, and I think that came out in the 50s. I think that qualifies as a sci-fi movie. And so,
well, you can draw Han Solo. You can draw Princess Leia. They're not on my
Princess Leia is not on your list.
Not going to happen. Yeah.
I was thinking of actually Jabba the Hutt and Salacious Crumb were very high on my list.
I'll just tell you, I'm drawing Luke. Luke and R2.
Okay. All right.
I got it. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
He's going to draw Luke.
No, I'm going to draw Nipsey Russell from The Wiz.
Stay tuned, folks, for that. You don't want to miss it.
Oh, Nipsey Russell. Oh my gosh.
I know, the chat was demanding that you draw Nipsey Russell, and so the chat has influence.
I'm sure that's what Stealth had in mind.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting craps. Skull Dasher says the creature is not sci-fi. Isn't the creature from the Black Lagoon? Isn't that wouldn't they classify as sci-fi?
We're thinking more space techie.
But that's a horror film, but you could argue that it was science fiction.
Yeah,
okay.
Star Trek.
I could do the Green Orion Slave.
We need to ask Stealth. Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's right. Stealth, it's your show. He's saying you could do Spaceballs. I could, but oops, that's not it. You could do Spaceballs. I could, but I'm not going to because I hate that movie.
Not that bad. It's funny.
Mr. Chemo says, I thought it would be Batman in space. Actually, that's not a bad idea. They had to have done, but it has to be TVs and movies, though. But you can see Batman in like an old style spacesuit. I mean, that's got to be in a 50s.
Well, this is an opportunity to not do comics. People are saying we don't want you to do comics. We want you
I'm
to do
not doing I'm not doing
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Stealth is allowing the creature, by the way.
Oh, he is? Okay. Because I got, I pulled a Dan Lawless. I actually figured out what I'm going to do before the show. And so now if it's going to be like that whole Valkyrie thing, right? I had an idea and then I switched to the Valkyrie and it just imploded on me. So,
That's going to be my.
I like
It's
that.
kind of out of focus. Hang on a second.
Well, yeah, but it leaves people guessing. We can still see kind of the design. So,
Okay, I did a quick shot.
So everybody-
of his face.
Can we confirm what everybody's doing so the chat can stop sending suggestions?
well, I don't think, wait a minute. I don't think David is really going to do Nipsey Russell from The Wiz. I mean, maybe he will. I don't know that that's actually
I want to
true.
see that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, I've got an idea for the creature from the Black Lagoon that I think will be kind of fun. And so that's what I'm doing. I don't care if you guys think I'm cheating or not.
That's not, it doesn't matter. Stealth said it was okay.
All right. Well, I'm not drawing a robot.
People in the chat, that's how it works. If you win the category, if you get to pick the category based on super chats, then you dictate what the rules are.
That's right.
That's how it works.
I want to throw this out there as we're getting started here. Next week, finally, unless something goes wrong again, Marcelo Vignali is going to be with us, and he's an animator, production design guy. He's worked as a Disney Imagineer, and we're going to be doing Hotel Transylvania, which he also was the production designer on. So that should be a lot of fun next week, talking to him and drawing with him. But then the following week, I think we're going to do another contest, a super chat contest, and the winner is going to pick which character they want each individual person on this show to draw. And I know that's extremely dangerous, but it could be a lot of fun. So keep that in mind for about 2 weeks from now. We're going to be doing that.
Hey, James has already declared me the winner. I believe he's right because I'm the only one. I'm the only one doing a sci-fi show or movie.
Have a good evening.
Thank you for the $5.08. Inconsequential artist. Batman Beyond is Sci-Fi TV. He's arguing. I have drawn.
Hey,
Batman
there's Katie.
Beyond.
Katie did's. What's she?
Yeah, Katie's saying hi to Aaron.
Let us know if you are.
Wait, hang on a second.
Send us food.
Katie, I've got to give Katie credit for this. She's not yelling, and she included everybody in this greeting.
No, you're excluded. You're on the outside.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, God, you're right. It's like I'm not part. Hello, Graybeards and Aaron.
Yeah.
So what? I'm not part of the show?
Right,
Thanks
you're
a lot,
over in
Katie.
the other room.
Jeez, for a minute there, I was going to give her credit, but Dan, I think you correctly pointed out.
Katie.
Yeah, she wanted to say hi to all the Graybeards, and she also wanted to include you. So yes, that's a backhanded.
Yeah,
slight.
It was nice that she included you, though. It's thoughtful.
Is that? Yeah.
You were kind of an afterthought, but
she didn't forget Aaron.
yeah, she was like Graybeards. Oh yeah, I forgot Aaron too. Yeah.
I don't even, Katie, I don't even know what to say at this point. So anyway, all right.
Okay,
Let's
Katie
get out.
doesn't even insult you, but we're putting words in her mouth to insult you.
So let's make it official. What is everybody drawing? Aaron, you're drawing.
I'm doing Creature from the Black Lagoon, even though I'm getting a little bit of pushback.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of pushback.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Dan is doing Luke. David, you're doing
Nipsey Russell from the
Nipsey
Wiz.
Russell. So,
Don't do it.
Cat, this is the.
Wait a minute.
Are you trying to
Why isn't
stop
anyone
suggesting what people are going to draw? It's over.
No, wait a minute.
That ship has sailed.
Why isn't anybody complaining about David drawing Nipsey Russell in The Wiz? Why is that not getting complaints? But I drawing Creature from the Black Lagoon, clearly a fan favorite, and I'm getting crap for that.
The Wizard or the Wiz, whatever. It's not science fiction. It is fantasy.
That's right. I'm with you.
So, and also it is sabotage for the show if he draws that.
What about Escape to Witch Mountain?
Yeah. Oh, Wizard Sleeves is here. Hail, Wizard Sleeves.
Look at
Look,
this.
Aaron, Aaron, just draw Spock. I want to see your
Katie
Spock.
did says, because David is the bomb.com. Hello, Judas Priest. What do I have to do to get a little bit of respect on this show? David is cool. So all these people are just, wait a minute. Raquel Welch from 1000 BC.
Oh, yeah.
How is 1 million BC? How's that more of a sci-fi movie than Creature from the Black Lagoon? I don't.
It's got numbers in it.
Well, what about if I did Revenge of the Creature? That'd be the Creature 2, right? So that would have a number in it.
Wasn't
No
that
way.
wasn't that Raquel Welch movie totally realistic? It was history, right?
Yeah, it was historical documentation with the great John Philip Law as the caveman.
I've been thinking about doing a portrait of her
Oh, now that
as that cave woman.
that's
I'm
Now-
thinking about it, but
Did
I don't know
someone
if I
go-
would sell it or not.
Is the story of the movie that someone go back to 1 million BC in a spaceship or something?
No, it's just
It's
a
just a
story.
story.
of
Okay,
cave
well, that's
people.
not science
Yeah.
fiction.
No.
well, I did.
Well, putting her
We
in
need
it,
spaceships.
putting her in it makes it science fiction.
Look, we got to do spaceships, robots. You know,
no robots.
well,
We've done
you know,
robots.
robot-esque
No
tech, maybe a little bit
robot.
tech. Oh my gosh, I realize now that this is the problem. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you could draw. What was he going to draw? Salacious Crumb and
I do kind of want to draw Salacious Crumb.
yeah, that's a good character. All right, I'm going to set my camera up.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna draw.
Okay. I'm afraid to
to
ask.
ask. Yeah. And
I was gonna say something crazy.
louder.
No, I'm gonna draw Tron.
Oh, Tron's cool, man.
Now that's got David Williams written all over it.
That's
Yeah,
so sci-fi. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, you should draw Nipsey Russell as Tron.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll be
No,
fine.
I was actually gonna draw Rosie Greer as Tron.
Does he
You're
have
not
Ray
dropping
Milland's head on his shoulder?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're dropping references that half the chat is not going to even know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna draw Aaron as Tron. He's gonna be A Tron.
How about Bill Cosby as Tron?
Is he still in jail?
No,
Did he die?
no,
He's out?
yeah.
Okay. Inconsequential Artist for 5 says, kudos to David. The Tin Man is a robot, and David has the courage to draw another robot. But do you have the courage to take this? No.
No one can withstand the
What the
cannon.
heck is that? Zoom.
Look at Marcus Killigrew. Marcus, did you not? Rosie Greer, he played defensive tackle for the New York Giants. I'm surprised, Marcus, you did not get the reference to the, what was the name of that movie? The two-headed, what was it called?
Two heads.
The Man with Two Heads, yeah. All right.
Yeah, Ray Milland. I love that movie because it's so stupid.
Every man's got two heads, though.
They're saying Carolyn Monroe was in Star Crash. I never even heard of that movie.
David's the only one who got that.
I didn't hear it. What'd you say?
I said every man's got two heads.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's true.
Saying, why isn't Aaron drawing Barbarella? If you guys don't recall, if you guys should recall that I actually did what was that it wasn't Barbarella. Who was the sci-fi chick that was the she was like the Playboy model that got Dorothy Stratton. What was that movie she was in? Galaxina.
Oh, okay.
I drew Galaxina on this show with a bunch of dead critters around her. You know that movie Critters from the 80s?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. Gollum Wolf's all over it. Wizard Sleeves. How about Enemy Mine? Isn't that the movie where Louis Gossett Jr. had a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
That was
me
the first.
uncomfortable just talking about it.
That was the first My Two Dads indoctrination.
Okay.
I remember liking that movie, but then again, that was a long time
I
ago.
loved it all the way up until that point. I
Yeah,
was
it's
like, yo.
I was like, what?
Yeah, same way. I liked it. It was surprisingly good story. I wasn't expecting the story to be that good until what? He's pregnant?
Ugh. Have you guys seen the trailer for that movie called Monster Island?
No.
Is it about Epstein?
No. No.
No, nothing. Hold on. Time out. Slamming Brandon says, just to annoy Gary, keep the suggestions coming in the chat. I already made it official. No more suggestions.
Well, I guess you know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, now they're.
I'll put you all on pause.
I'm gonna put you in timeout in groups.
Stop the chat.
No one's gonna be on the show. Watch.
Oh, no.
If I had to turn this chat around,
I'll show you.
Don't piss off Gary. Oh. No, it's called Monster Island. It's about this World War II, a Japanese soldier and an American soldier. They get shipwrecked on this island, and they're being hunted by this pretty cool looking gill man. So I think it's a streaming movie.
Okay.
Is there like a streaming service called Shudder or something like that where they do horror films? I don't know, but I think that's what it's on. So, and I really want to see it because it looks like the Gill Man looks like practical effects and it looks pretty good. So,
Trying to think of the name. You reminded me. There was a Darren McGavin movie. It was a TV movie with, I think, co-starring Mako with that plot, except minus the Gill Man. It was that Darren McGavin was like this special forces, guerrilla fighter, and they sent him to this island to fight a Chinese guy who was Mako.
I remember
and they did the countries did this to stop an actual war. So the winner of this one-on-one decided, fates of nations. And it was a pretty, it was a TV movie budget. Darren McGavin as
right,
as
he's your hero.
Yeah, as the grizzled soldier. But it was one of my favorite films. It's very entertaining.
Well, it sounds
I
like
can't remember the name of it. It's like Duel or something like that.
Do you guys remember the TV movie Killdozer?
Yes. Yeah.
So these guys are working a construction thing on some island. I can't remember what the thing was, and somehow they come. I think they uncover this meteorite or something, and the the bulldozer gets supercharged with the radiation from the
like the Hulk.
Yeah, and so then but it has a mind of its own and starts trying to kill. I mean, a bulldozer is. Marvel even did an comic book adaptation.
Yeah, I remember that name. Like
I do, yeah. Iconsequential Artist comes up with the title "The Challenge" from 1970. Yes, that's it. The Challenge. I recommend it. But I like Darren McGavin, and that was part of.
Well, I'll tell you, Sequential Treasures, James, he's like the king of bad sci-fi. and stuff like that. So he has like cataloged all of this stuff. He knows it all. He's to bad TVs and movie like Marcus Killigrew is to comic book knowledge.
So when I was a kid, after seeing that movie, my brother and I, when we would go camping with the folks, we'd go run off into the woods and recreate the challenge. You start at that end of the woods, and I'll start at this end of the woods, and we'll try to shoot each other.
Well, now, which of you was the Japanese?
I don't recall who was who now that I think of it.
So did anybody go see Jaws on the big screen for the 50th anniversary?
No.
Heathens.
I'm not entirely sure if I ever saw the whole thing, really.
You haven't seen Jaws, Dan? Are you serious?
Parts of it, I'm sure. Maybe the whole thing. I don't remember now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold on a second, Aaron. Let's follow a thread. You're accusing us of being ungodly because we didn't see Jaws in the theater?
Well, maybe I should have said Philistine instead of heathen.
Heathens. Your souls are damned.
You've rejected the greatest movie ever made. Oh, all right. I can't believe honestly that you have not seen it, Dan. I'm getting to the point where I might just kick you off this show.
I think I've seen a lot of it, if not the whole thing. But
it is, Dan. It's a great film. Even today, I watched it about a month ago, and it holds up. So I would recommend. I mean, buying a copy on Amazon probably costs about $10.
Yep. I think you need to.
It's a great film. It's very, very entertaining.
It's got to be. I know. I saw a documentary on the making of it called "The Shark Is Still Working," and it premiered here in Portland. Well, I shouldn't say it premiered, but they had a showing at the Clinton Street Theater where they used to show Rocky Horror Picture Show every midnight. They did that for like decades. But so it's a beat up, rundown old theater. But the director was there and did a Q&A after the documentary.
Huh.
And he was saying that how Spielberg was for the longest time, was kind of pissed that everybody thought that Jaws was his best film because it was like his second film. And he's done all these other, pretty substantial films. And everybody always comes back to, what about Jaws? What about Jaws? He says he finally sort of embraced it because he interviewed him for this documentary. But I just thought it was kind of funny because that'd be like saying, Aaron, Sludge is the best work you've ever done. I go,
yeah.
But I've done 25 years of work since that,
Yeah. What was the name? What was the name of that theater in Portland? I assume
Clinton Street Theater.
Okay. Slam and Brandon says, sounds like an Antifa hangout.
It probably is now. But yeah, they used to show every midnight when I was in high school, and even before that, because I think Rocky Horror came out like in 74 or something. And they showed it like at midnight, like all the way into the 90s, every Saturday night. I never went there to see it, but it was like always in the paper,
I had a cousin, but back then when they were showing it like that, he was one of these, we've seen it, him and his wife. We've seen it, 40 times.
Yeah.
And I just saw the trailers and it just didn't seem, my kind of thing.
Well,
but I went to see it because he was just constantly raving about it.
Yeah.
So I went to see it because of him. Boy, we did not agree on anything after that.
Well, my brother and I were in. My parents went to Reno. My brother and I went, and my brother was 16, and I was 15, and he was 17. And so we couldn't obviously hang around the casino, so we'd be out walking around Reno or whatever. And we saw there was a theater playing Rocky Horror, and I told my brother, I said, we should go see this. I've heard a lot about this, you know? And so we get in there, we sit in the theater, and it's just packed with people that, you know, dressed up, or people
Right.
that have all this extra paraphernalia, right?
Yeah.
And everybody had newspapers. And I was like, we're sitting next to this guy, and I go, dude, what's the newspapers for? And he goes, you kidding me? You've never seen this before? I go, no. And he goes, here. And he had like a bunch of newspaper. He gave us some. He goes, you'll know what to do when it happens. And so we're sitting there holding these newspapers. And the very start of the film, where Susan Sarandon and who's that famous B movie actor? Doggone, he was in the Broadway production of Grease. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm a Broadway aficionado.
Well, he was the guy that was in it with. I'm sure the chat knows that he was in. God, I can't think of his name. But he was in there with her, and they were the couple, right? And they walk up. Their car breaks down, and it's raining. So they get out of the car to walk up to the, you know, the haunted mansion or wherever, where, you know, Frankfurters, Barry Bostwick, thank you. And everybody has squirt bottles in the theater, and they just start raining water down all over the place. And everybody put the newspapers up to keep dry. And so we realized, okay, so that's what the newspapers are for. So every time it was raining, we had to, you know, hold the newspapers up. And but there was people that brought hot dogs, rice during the wedding sequence. They threw rice throughout, you know, and you're just covered in rice. It's crazy.
Yeah. You mentioned something, and there's a connection to Dan, since Dan is drawing Luke Skywalker. I was watching a thing last night about behind the scenes stuff of Amadeus.
Oh, really?
Movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
When they were casting the film, Mark Hamill was doing a Broadway thing where he was playing Mozart when they were deciding to make the film. And so he assumed that he was going to get the role because, you know, he knew the material backward and forward. But the director didn't even consider him because of his Star Wars fame, and didn't think that would, you know, so he was already typecast. And so he wasn't even considered because he was in Star Wars.
Well, he wasn't a good actor either.
Well, true. But that's the reason they gave, was that, you know, he was already too well known for being Luke. And I think that, aside from Harrison Ford, I think that was the problem with Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill for the rest of their careers, is that they didn't get, you know, many roles after Star Wars.
Well, considering how much money they made, you know, on those, they probably. Yeah, I always get a kick out of actors that complain about being typecast for something that made them really famous.
Right.
You know, like Adam West complaining that, oh, I couldn't get any work because everybody viewed me as Batman. You're like, dude, you're lucky you got that work.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
Adam West was a horrible actor.
Yeah, he was.
And
some would say that's the same scenario of William Shatner.
Now, let's
now hold your horses.
I'm not, Aaron, I'm not naming names. I'm just saying
that there are some people that might say such things
Yes.
about Bill Shatner.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, honestly, Shatner can be a ham actor. The thing with Shatner is, though, he actually can be good if you have a director that can control him. When he is out of control, he's out of control. You know what I'm saying? But
so, what film or TV show can you hold up as an example to that?
Okay, Kingdom of the Spiders is out. The Devil's Reign, probably not a good example.
Twilight Zone?
I was going to say Twilight Zone, yeah.
Out.
No, he's great in that.
Yeah, come on.
There's
a man on the wing.
Did Shatner do theater before he did?
Yes, He
TV
did.
film.
What was that? The World of Susie Wong or something like that was like his big.
Well, was that his training?
I think so.
Okay, because I just like he always came off to me as an exaggerated theater actor, and in theater that's taught because of
Right.
you're trying to project yourself, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and I always thought that he needed to dial that theater technique back, and he never did.
Well, he gave controlled performances at times. Like I said, but like Star Trek II is actually a pretty decent performance for him, with the exception of a couple of
You didn't
scenes.
like him in Boston Legal?
He got a actually I did. He won an Emmy for Boston Legal. So
Yeah.
there you go. There you go,
Well,
Gary.
yeah, you're making my point for me.
Am I?
Yes, the Emmy part.
Well, that's something. Hey, Brando won an Emmy,
What about TJ Hooker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was freaking incredible, man.
Shatner before Star Trek, he was in a black and white Western. I can't remember the name of it, but he just played this kind of scout, man of the West kind of guy, and all he did was like put on a headband. Like that was his. That's supposed to convince us that he's a scout, or he has this
You follow it well?
modern haircut, William Shatner haircut, and a headband.
Well, now that's not his fault. He didn't.
Oh, yes, it is. The actor always can choose what they look like.
Here I'm trying to defend old Bill, and it's not going well.
Looks like Jimmy Stewart in his westerns. He decided to wear the same sweat stained, grubby hat in all his roles because he wanted to make him look like a cowboy.
Help, Gary fell in a well.
What is it, Lassie? No, I mean, look, if I wasn't a Star Trek fan, I probably would be mocking Shatner like you are.
Okay. So you cut him some slack because of Star Trek.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Let's see. Inconsequential Artists for 5. Thank you, sir. He says, how great was the multi-layered Easter egg of Shatner meeting Lithgow on Third Rock Show, and both referencing Twilight Zone Gremlin on the wing? I did not see that episode. Now I'm going to have to go look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, see, I didn't like Shatner on Third Rock from the Sun. He was hamming it up.
Well, I mean, here's the story. I don't know if I told it on this show before, but I have told this, but it's worth repeating in that Nicholas Meyer, who wrote and directed Star Trek II, right? There's a scene in Star Trek II where they get kind of ambushed by Khan, and Khan's requesting they send over the Genesis information. And of course, Kirk and Spock are in the process of tricking him and lowering the shield so they can fire their phasers at him while they're supposedly doing, pulling up this data on Genesis. So Khan gives him a minute, to do it. And then Khan goes, time's up. And then Kirk turns and says, here it comes. And they lower his shield and shoot the phasers. But Shatner wanted to say the line, here it comes. And Nicholas Meyer was like, if you do it like that, he said, he's going to know you're up to something. You got to underplay it. You can't do it like that. But Shatner insisted on doing it like that. So what Meyer did was, he said every time they did a take, he would act like something got screwed up. Like, oh, they screwed up the sound. We got to do it again. And he kept doing, he said he did it like 30 times until Shatner got bored. And then Shatner delivered the line correctly. And It was just like, that's crazy.
I would have said,
can you do it my way once and we'll do it your way once? Just, just so we have choice. And then you think Shatner would have gone for that?
Probably not, but it cracks me up because it's just like, how can you not know that is the worst choice you could make?
Right.
Here it comes. You're like,
yeah.
He also said that when he got Ricardo Montalban on the set, and the first scene they did with him, he was just like yelling everything and just like over the top. And he said cut, and he said you could just see the faces of like the whole crew and everybody they were just gobsmacked, as they say, big eyed, like, holy crap, that was horrible. What are we going to do? Right. And so Nicholas Meyer took him aside and said, you know what, doggone it, who's the Olivier? He goes, you know what Olivier once said? He said, if you start up here, you have no place else to go. And then Ricardo Montalban looked at him and said, oh, you're giving me direction. And he said, but then he said, he goes, that's good. I need direction. And so then he actually got him to bring it down and then, go over the top when the moments warranted it. So,
well, Ricardo Montalban was an old school actor, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Trouble has arrived.
That can only mean Queen or Empress Mickey. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
And she's even announcing that trouble has arrived.
Yep. Just to get us ready. And Insequential says, damn it, Aaron, he's an actor, not a Star Trek fan.
Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, Moromi, exactly. Rich Corinthian leather.
Well, I think part of Ricardo Montalban's problem probably was he'd been doing so much of that, TV stuff, and the you can get away with a lot of cheese on TV that you can't get away with in the movies.
Well, he wrote that line. He was on, I don't know, a talk show like Johnny Carson or something like that. And he was talking about the Cordoba commercials. And in the script where he's describing the interior of the car, it just said rich leather. And he said, well, we need to spice this up some. Just, can I add an adjective? And they said, sure, go ahead. And so he came up with Corinthian leather. And he said that Corinthian leather, as far as he knows, doesn't exist.
Oh,
I was going to wonder about that.
It just said, he just thought it sounded cool.
Corinthian leather.
Yeah.
Is it rich or fine? Fine Corinthian leather.
Fine
rich.
Corinthian, or is it rich Corinthian leather or fine? I don't know, but that's really weird because that became a thing.
I know it did.
It's not even.
It's like there was no such thing. Corinth was not known for leather goods. It just sounded,
No, I know. I remember someplace in the Bible. I think Paul on his journey to Corinth said something about. I'm kidding. The leather goods of Corinth.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, you don't recall that? That was Corinthians.
No.
2 Corinthians. No, I'm kidding.
David, Mickey's asking, David, how's the Tang and Multimeal?
What? How's the Tang and what did?
And Multimeal. I think that is referring to a conversation they were having on Twitter.
Okay.
David, is your mic on?
No, he's muted. You're muted, David. If you're saying anything, we cannot hear you. Now look at this, though. Listen to this. Trembling Colors says Greeks are known for their leather there on the seaside of the Mediterranean. Okay, I'm going to take Trembling Colors' word for it because
well, maybe that's why he came up with that, but it just still rolls off the tongue. I mean, it was
Corinthian leather.
He's not Spanish. He's Greek.
No,
By
It
the
just
way, I already
Corinthian.
answered Mickey on X, and it wasn't funny the first time.
David does not want to continue that conversation on while he's drawing.
While he's drawing Nipsey Russell.
Yeah.
Do we know what he's drawing? Can I see it? I can't see.
Man, this
No, you can't see what I'm drawing.
this creature from the Black Lagoon costume is freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Did you know that guy could hold his breath for 7 minutes? Was it 5 or 7? I think it was 7 minutes. The guy who wore that suit.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
there was two guys, right? There was the swimming guy, and he was much shorter. Then there was the land guy. So they had two guys that wore the costume.
No, the swimming guy, obviously.
Right, of course. That I believe it. That's crazy.
Did he train for that,
I think.
or he just was known for it?
No, he was a swimmer. They got him because
he was a swimmer. Yeah, and I think he was in the military too, so he had some kind of training or whatever. So I was like, sheesh.
That's crazy. 7 minutes. Oy.
Man.
That's like every time I watch it, I'd be holding my breath, and I go, oh.
I read an article on deep sea divers who, like pearl divers, who hold their breath and they would train for it, and they have techniques. And I years ago I played around with it for a while, and I got to where I could hold it for 2 minutes, but that's all, 2 minutes, and that took a lot to do it for 2 minutes. You know, anyone that's in the 4, 5, 6 minute category, they're superhuman.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. Because I could do it for like, I think the most I ever got was like 1 minute and 20 or something like that. And that's like, you're dying, you know?
Yeah. But you can train yourself to hold more air in your lungs. Inconsequential artist for 5. Thank you, sir. He says, I grew up watching Mr. Rourke on Fantasy Island. Didn't know him as Khan until Star Trek II. I was traumatized. Hey.
Well, that's the thing. When I found out he was good, I was like,
Mr. Rourke, I'm not afraid of him.
So stupid. I thought it was a dumb choice. Like, that guy? And
But he was great.
He was really good. Really
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, he was also in, is it Escape from the Planet of the Apes, I think?
Yeah, one of the Planet of the Apes movies. Yeah, he was a trainer, right?
Yeah, he was the circus guy that hid the monkey. That sounds like a dirty game. Let's play hide the monkey.
When you tack it on. You could say anything about anybody. Yeah, he cured cancer and he had the monkey.
Ink on paper says I can hold my pee for 2 minutes.
Wow, that's impressive. Got to train for that.
Right.
Hey, Mickey is still wandering around, or pardon me, Katie is still wandering around the chat and has not answered our question about the food she was supposed to send us.
Yes.
Want to know what's up with our...
What do you mean us?
What can she offer us off the menu? That's what I want to know.
Hold on a second. What do you mean us? We were not included in that. Are you talking about you and your family?
I'm just talking about me, really.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to include
I want
you
in
guys.
on this.
You
I want some
feel
food.
left out.
I want food.
Okay, so me and
I
Dan.
know, Dan. We know, Dan, you want some too, but she didn't offer anything to you. Actually, she didn't offer anything to Aaron. Now
No.
that you think about it.
You're right, she did.
Aaron just assumed food was coming to him.
I'm forcing the issue.
Yeah.
I'm just inviting
Now
myself
it's
over.
become, folklore that Katie's supposed to send food to Aaron. Well played, Aaron.
I'm getting hungry thinking about it now.
Katie invited Aaron for dinner, and I just showed up too.
Right.
Yeah,
Hope you don't mind.
hitchhiking.
Yeah, what's Dan doing here? Oh,
Just ran into this guy. He's very hungry.
Like I said, Aaron, you got like superpower. You can control narratives where you suggest something in one show, and then a couple shows later, you can say, "Hey, didn't you say you were gonna do this?" And,
That's right.
you can't. Who's gonna go back and
Check. That's right.
Although Katie is, she can clip.
Oh, that's right.
Like, she
So
has
it might be a
that
little more
superpower,
difficult to get away with it.
Yeah, you couldn't pull that with Katie.
Katie's the intrepid reporter. She's
Yeah, that's
on the
true.
job.
And Katie's talking about the food won't stay fresh when she sent it, and then her last comment is, although crab cakes and veal parm are special tonight.
Sounds good.
He didn't send crab cakes and veal parm FedEx to you.
Well, I'm saying.
Oh, this veal tastes fishy.
Well, I would think you'd order one or the other, but not both. No, I if you froze it and then FedExed it, yeah, it'd be fine probably.
Yeah, just pack them in separate containers.
Well, yeah, I don't want you mixing the the veal and the crab cakes or whatever. I mean, come on now. Anybody knows that, Gary.
Okay, Henry Jeremick says, to prove my point, Aaron, you said you drew a great Ben Grimm, but I could not find any drawing that you did of him. Sup wit dat. Well, just because you can't find it doesn't mean that he didn't do it.
What? That's okay. I'm not gonna. Well, okay. Did you look for Ben Grimm or did you look for the thing? Because I've never posted it as Ben Grimm.
So it's just like a regular guy,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't draw Ben Grimm. I drew the thing.
expecting
I drew the
Ben before he became the thing.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's what he's looking for. I don't know.
I don't know.
I draw probably. Some people have said that it's the best in comics. My version of the thing.
Some people
have said that.
Who are the some?
People say that, stuff.
Yeah, we demand receipts.
You know what? I'm gonna pull a Dan Lawless and just say, you know what? I think that's pretty good. And you guys don't agree? That's your problem.
It turned out really well.
Look at that.
I think.
Look at that. Don't tell
Okay.
me that I can't draw the thing. There it is, right there. That's just one of many.
You did that for Graybeards, didn't you?
I don't think so.
Because I remember commenting on the underlighting source coming from the cigar.
Dude, I do this all the time where I do the lighting is all from the cigar. I've done about 10 of these.
Okay.
So it's very possible I did one on Graybeards, but it probably was
That's a really, really good drawing. I think anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan. I think.
That you didn't say actually.
Yeah, actually. I think that's actually a good drawing. Okay, well, no, wait a minute. I'm not done yet. You opened the Pandora's box here. So look at that.
I'm not quite done yet.
Look at that.
Yeah. I like the cigar light source.
So Glitch says Aaron's thing is very bumpy.
Oh.
How would he know that?
Glitch says I'm not going to Google Aaron Lopresti's thing. Maybe don't word it exactly like that, but yeah. So anyway, okay, there's proof in the pudding right there, folks.
Coran Kaiser Stone in the chat says it's clobber time, boys.
I think Coran did one on this show. Didn't he do a thing on this show?
Another Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm.
So we can't use his other name because it's tainted.
I drew a thing on the show.
We know, Dan. We're trying not to bring that up.
Right, because jealous and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
A little confused. That sounds like Stealth sending us food for $2. He's going to start with an avocado. I happen to like avocados, so I'm good with that. Is that like a loaf of bread there? I think.
He should really
Pancakes?
order something off of Katie's menu.
I want Katie should send us her menu so we can take a look at it and see. What,
Place an order.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'd call them up and place an order. To go, I'll say I'll have Katie pick it up for me. So we've got avocado, bread, pancakes, blueberries, a cheeseburger, a hot dog, French fries, and then a box of apple juice, which I really like those juice boxes. They just have just enough.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Just enough. It's like a treat. You don't have to go overboard. And Google, pardon me, Maroney says Google giant size Man Thing instead. I've also drawn Man Thing on this show. So, inconsequential artists for $2. Aaron, are those a few of your favorite things? Oh my God.
Yeah, very good.
Gary, don't look at. Send us all the money you want, but don't encourage the bad jokes.
Yeah,
That was good.
That one was good. It wasn't funny,
No,
but it was good.
It was the wrong time of year though for that.
I respect it.
oh my gosh.
Everybody loves pie.
I just threw that in there. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There we go. Okay, now I feel
I
like
saw that cartoon last night.
it is so good.
You
Oh my
should.
God.
I was thinking you should have the entire clip where like he hits them 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, he goes sirloin of beef,
Yeah, they just
syrup of,
yeah.
eggs or whatever.
IW. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Well, the fact that he talks him into buying that piece of land in the sheriff's garden, and he gets his house halfway built before he realizes he's been duped.
That's the one where he announces, that sheriff of Nottingham is about to, clobber him. And look behind you, it's the king.
Yeah.
And he's going on and on and on about the king coming. And he's like, I'm not going to fall for that.
Yeah.
And then like he runs off and then he reappears as like the king's herald and the king's knight. And it's like, where does he get all these outfits?
They're all in the bushes.
And one of the outfits that he was wearing, like this peasant, Bugs was wearing peasant tights, and we could see the peasant's scrawny, skinny little legs. And I thought, wait a minute, Bugs's legs are not that skinny. How did he pull that off? When he put the tights on, his legs shrunk.
Gary, you're breaking
Bugs
down
was,
too much. You're breaking it down too much.
Yeah, Bugs was altering his physical appearance just to, sell the bit.
There's no lengths are too great for him to go to sell the bit. Let's see. Stealth says, so I take it you liked my super chat idea.
Stealth, don't assume.
Don't assume. What idea are we talking about, though?
The super chat. Well.
Which
the
one?
idea, yes. Stealth, did you come up with that idea?
Oh, to pick a specific category for each or a specific character for each?
Was that your idea, Stealth?
I liberally steal from anybody, Gary. So
yeah, well, see, I when you say something, we're going to do this, I assume it's your idea, but I forget every show people are peppering us with ideas on how to improve the show.
Well, the thing is, though, subconsciously it sticks with you, and you think it's your idea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You think it's
Well, he needs to trademark it.
That's right. That's right, Stealth. If you didn't trademark it, you don't own it, pal. As far as I know, it was my idea.
But yeah, if we do that, pick a character, I think that could be one of our best shows ever. So
Because
Stealth, if you thought of that idea, I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, it's if the winner, whoever it may be, is savvy, they will really stick us, and that
or elevate the show, suggesting something that the artist specializes in.
That's true. You could go two ways with it, Gary. I like it. I like your thinking, mister.
Yeah.
You could make it into a great show or torpedo it.
I mean, David clearly should be drawing Nipsey Russell as Batman.
Nipsey Russell as Batman. Now we're talking.
Oh, we got another one.
Just keep rolling in. Stealth, just super chatting to pick. Okay. For $5. Thank you, Stealth. Just super chatting to pick, thought it was a fun idea. Just super chatting to pick, thought it was a fun idea. Is that
pick,
is there a comment?
Period. Thought it was a good idea.
Thought it was a fun idea. Okay.
Very good.
Oh, super chatting to pick. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Excellent idea. Excellent idea.
So my interpretation of his suggestion is clearly unique to myself, but it was inspired by Stealth.
well, see, Stealth, he's giving you co-credit.
I'm giving you a little.
Yeah, sort of.
Little Stanley action there.
Captain Bitbo says, kind of hard to make the show any worse than it is now, though.
Captain, you severely underestimate us.
Gollum Wolf says, I missed his super chat. Oh, I did. Okay. Gary did. Gollum Wolf for $4.99. What are your opinions on The Fifth Element, particularly the designs? I love it, but I have a friend that says the designs are lame. Thoughts?
I love it.
I never liked that movie. It was a little
what?
You know, there's fun sci-fi, and then there's like Blade Runner sci-fi that is
perfect.
You know, it's not really enjoyable, but you can appreciate the art behind it and the heavy, you know, concepts behind it. Fifth Element had neither. It was like, you don't put Bruce Willis in something that isn't going to be a, you know, kind of a slam bang action thing. And I never really got that feel from the movie. And the chick was weird.
Just a bit over the top.
Yeah. That's about all I can say.
Yeah.
That's why I liked it. I liked it. It was just totally weird. That was interesting, I thought.
I have mixed feelings about it. I think there's a lot in there that I hated, but there's also a lot in there that I really liked. there's some very cool stuff in there, but there's also stuff that I just like, oh brother.
So you really liked Ruby Rod?
Hmm?
You really like Ruby Rod?
Who's Ruby Rod?
I've only seen it once. That was the singer.
No.
I'll tell you who I couldn't stand. Who is the black guy with the high-pitched voice?
That's Ruby Rod.
Oh God, he was driving me crazy. It was worse than Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was a bit much, even though you know you have to laugh at him being able to pull off that performance. But
you know who they originally offered? You know who they originally offered that to?
Mm-mm.
Who was it? It was intended for Prince, and he turned it down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Smart. I thought you were going to say Nipsey Russell.
That would have been awesome.
I was going to say it was originally offered to Flip Wilson, but he had to play it as Geraldine.
That would have been great.
Oh my God!
The whole thing about the movie is it's so weird it can't be any weirder, and that's what's fun about it, you know.
Well, I agree with you there. But I don't know. Weird doesn't necessarily. I mean, I need more than just weird. I need weird and.
I thought it
good.
was creative too. I mean, I thought the story was interesting. I thought the sets and designs and everything were really good. I like that Lilu costume. That's pretty good. You know.
I saw it on TV, so I may have been distracted at points because I was like bored or didn't really get what was going on. But it just didn't engage me. I just felt it was I don't know.
Well, it was kind of all over the place, where I was expecting the film to go in one way, but it would go in completely opposite. But after a while, I just realized, you know, it's one of those just hang on for the ride kind of films.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to figure that out. But I'd say there were some things in it that I liked a lot, but there was some stuff that is like, oh, come on.
You know, come on, buddy.
Yeah, when you watch a movie and go, man, Flip Wilson would never have done that, then you're just like, Stealth X5 for $2. Some credit is better than none. Well, and that's probably the best you're going to get from me is some credit. So,
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, when you team up with Aaron, that's pretty much the deal.
Don't take it personally. Just for legal reasons that he has to.
That's right. Yeah.
Skull Masher says Chris Tucker was great. Oh my gosh. All right.
He was so bizarre.
Both Rocky Cobb and Golem Wolf both agree that Gary Oldman was awesome. I agree. He was great in that.
Gary Oldman is such a good actor.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
very different.
I'll tell you,
He looks so different in every role he plays. It's
Yeah.
I know.
So different. Yeah.
And has he ever been nominated for anything? Because
I don't know.
like just his performance as Commissioner Gordon in Batman was just freaking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was so subtly good. And I just don't think he gets the credit he deserves.
No, I agree.
I thought he was good in Harry Potter.
I don't watch kids' films, Dan.
I don't remember in Harry Potter. That's because I've only seen one Harry Potter film.
I haven't seen any. So.
He was Sirius Black, the villain.
Oh,
But
that's
actually,
right.
he was. Well, no, he was. Well, that's a villain. Who
What
didn't
was he seriously black?
turned out to be not. He turned out to be not.
He wasn't serious at all. He wasn't serious about being black. Did you see this interview with him where they were? I might have been on Stern. I don't know, but they asked him if there are any roles he'd ever turned down that he regrets, and he said he turned down Edward Scissorhands, and he said because he read the script and he just didn't understand what was going on. And then he said after he saw the movie, he got it, you know, which is better than I can say when I've seen the movie. I still don't get it. But
I
just
should have
thought
taken it.
yeah, well, it's amazing how many roles were, you know, guys turned down that turned out to be, you know, like
Yeah, they're kicking themselves afterwards. Yeah.
like Arthur was originally supposed to be Richard Dreyfuss, or at least was originally offered to Richard Dreyfuss, and he turned it down, which I find that would look like such a good role to take. I mean, if you like, you know, comedic.
Yeah.
And of course, Dudley Moore got an Academy Award nomination for that.
Yeah.
He was excellent in it, but it's just, you know, it's weird that Richard Dreyfuss would turn that down.
I don't know if I ever saw that though. Did that hold up?
What, Arthur?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's good. Yeah, I just saw it again recently. Liza Minnelli's in there. She's not the most attractive woman, but she's good.
Is it comedy?
Yeah, that sums up her for me in a nutshell. She's talented, but she gives me the creeps.
She's got a very weird look to her. Unfortunately, she looks a lot like her dad and hardly at all like her mother.
Okay.
Stealth X5 for $2 just sends a bunch of watermelon. I don't know what he's saying there, but
I think he's sticking it to you.
Okay. Oh no, wait a minute. Jack Yeah, I don't know. Is he talking to me or David? Jack Elmy says Oldman has received an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, 3 British. Okay, but for what? Give me the Academy Award because I don't remember. Inconsequential artist for 5. Thank you, sir. He says, I enjoyed The Fifth Element more than I. Let me try that again. I enjoyed The Fifth Element more once I learned it was originally intended to be a trilogy. Then I could easily see each of the 3 acts as its own film. That to me sounds like they're making excuses for it.
No, that makes sense because I always thought that the story was kind of all over the place. But if it was 3 chapters, then that makes sense.
Let's see. Eddie Murphy was supposed to be in Ghostbusters.
That's the one you want that be bad to turn down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got a lot of money attached to it.
Yeah,
Peter Jackson, I heard this. Peter Jackson wanted Sean Connery for Gandalf, but he passed on it. And that, I guess, is why he ended up doing The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, is because he really missed the boat on the big money for Lord of the Rings because he turned it down.
Oh,
and
good.
And then he did that crap movie. That was the last movie he ever did, I believe. Jack Elmy says he won an Academy Award for his Best Actor for his role as Sir Winston Churchill in the historical drama Darkest Hour. Oh,
that's right. I forgot it. You know, didn't even look like him.
That's right. Yeah. He was great in that.
And I couldn't recognize him. And eventually I said, I think this might be Gary Oldman.
Yeah, and that his portrayal of Beethoven was excellent too.
Oh, that's right. What movie was that? Was it just Beethoven, or was it called something else? I think
it's called something else. Immortal Beloved.
See, a lot of these movies get made and they go by, and I don't ever notice them, and they're gone before I even find out about them.
Yeah, I recommend
the movie
Immortal Beloved. It's a good film. Especially if you like, Ludwig von.
Well, I got to say, I wasn't really sure what I would think of Amadeus, but of course I'd heard a bunch about it and I went and saw it, and I was absolutely freaking blown away by F. Murray Abraham's performance in that movie.
It was great.
It's one of my favorite films.
It's that, in my opinion, is one of the great movie performances of all time.
Yeah.
Is his Salieri.
Yeah.
Just freaking unbelievable.
And I was saying that little documentary that I was watching about it when they were talking about Luke Skywalker not getting the Mozart role. Apparently, Tom Hulce and what's his name played Salieri?
F. Murray Abrahams
didn't get along.
Oh, they didn't?
Off camera, that Murray didn't like him, and so he used that in the film. That his disdain for
Thomas Hulce.
Yeah, for Hulce was what was his motivation for how he played the character.
Did he ever disclose what it was why he didn't like him so much?
They just came from opposite techniques, and he was a serious theater actor, and
that's perfect for the story.
And Hulse was more happy-go-lucky, and
that's just that's perfect for the story.
Yeah.
He didn't think Hulse was taking the role serious, and it was just kind of a clash of personalities.
I mean, it sounds like the actual story.
Exactly. And so he saw that parallel and he used it.
People, Stealth for $2. Thanks, Stealth. He says people want to see Aaron draw Mecha Godzilla. They don't.
People, we want to see a list.
No,
people. Who are you referring to?
Oh my gosh! I pulled off Optimus Primal marginally okay. So I mean, I could probably do it, but I would be kicking and screaming the whole way. But that's why you That's the reward you get if you want to go that direction.
That's
By
why I don't
winning
tell
these
anybody what I hate drawing. It's very important.
Well, I've said many times, I am a very organic artist. I don't like drawing tech.
Well, nobody
I
does.
hate drawing Batman.
David is vowed to draw Batman until he gets them right. Oh, another subject. David, I wanted to ask you a question.
Spit it out.
Is this racist question?
Oh boy, here we go.
Is white people drawing stick figures racist? Because aren't they usually black?
What?
Huh? What?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't know.
I guess not.
But they're not.
Unless you have like a blue pen. Then...
Mike, look at see Gary. I don't know if you call that highbrow humor or if it's just
bad.
It's only racist. It's only racist if you color it.
No, I mean, if you have a black pen, then he's black.
Oh gosh.
Even a pencil. Yeah, hangman, right.
Oh my gosh. All right, we need to change that.
Oh no.
Randy says, dad humor. I didn't say it was a joke.
That actually is
I
racist.
just asked him a question. You're assuming it was a joke.
You're totally serious. Ugh.
That's just like asking, is brown rice racist because they call it wild rice? Why does the brown rice have to be wild?
I have to start putting a disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
Corinne says it's only racist if it's funny.
That's true.
So it's not racist because apparently it's not funny.
If it lands with a thud, it's you're totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey, just as a note here, now I just found these at Blix. Let's focus, baby, focus.
There it is.
Permapake, like opaque.
Is that like French? Permapake?
Maybe. Yeah, it's in I think it's in French.
Of course.
But anyway, it's like it's a black marker, and it's like sort of it's permanent, and just for filling in blacks and stuff. I just started using it. It's pretty black, works pretty well. Just throwing it out there. They were like $3 a piece for this.
See, that's the term I use for David. People ask me about him. I say, yeah, he's pretty black.
Does it mean I'm pretty? Pretty
black, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's permanent black.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Can't get around that.
Yeah, and Dan is opaque white.
I'm white out.
You know,
super dense white.
I did a search on the creature, you know, so I can kind of get it somewhat accurate. And an Arthur Adams piece of the creature came up, and I was like, all right,
I know. That's
I'm not even going to do this.
You might as well, yeah. You just ruined yourself by seeing that.
Yeah, that is a great version.
Yeah, there's some art that you see and you know immediately you've been diminished.
Yeah.
There's some art that you see that inspires you. And there's some art that you see that you just say, why should I even try?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sorry to make everyone feel so bad all the time.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Good one, Dan. I blame Dan.
don't want to say my name, obviously. Just
Yeah.
Somebody posted something on Facebook about, you posted a picture that, or some artwork that David Finch did. And I commented, I said, you know, you're good when you piss off other artists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you start calling them names. Aaron, what is the time situation?
I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock, which means it's almost time for What's Gary's Beef. In fact, let's just go ahead and say it is time.
What's Gary's beef?
So, Gary, what is your beef this week?
McDonald's. Now, I've griped about McDonald's.
Gary, please be quiet. There's no time for that
There's no
now.
time for that now.
the food or the people?
Okay, go ahead. Had to get it in there.
I've griped about
Gary,
McDonald's
continue.
before. Yeah, I've griped about McDonald's before, but this one. So, a couple of weeks ago, I went on a golf trip to Eastern Oregon. I'm sorry, yeah, Eastern Oregon. I'm on the western side of Washington State. We played 2 rounds in one day. I had to get up like at 5 o'clock in the morning to drive to Bend. Our tee time was at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Are you
So we could get 2 rounds in.
Morning?
Yeah, well, we had to get 2 rounds in. So it took the whole day. We're driving back from Bend, and we hadn't had dinner. And we're driving through Sisters, which is in between Salem and Bend. Cool little town.
Yep.
We're gonna get a chance to visit Sisters, Oregon. That's cool. But in the daytime, at like after 6 o'clock, it shuts down. So we're hungry. It's around, I don't know, 7-ish, and there's nothing open. So what are we going to eat? Well, there's a, Dairy Queen down the road. They were closed. The only thing that was open was McDonald's. And there wasn't another eatery for 2 hours down the road. So of course I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm driving with 2 golf buddies, griping about McDonald's, and they've heard my McDonald's gripes before. They're well aware of my beef with McDonald's, but we didn't have any other choice. It was McDonald's or nothing. So we go into McDonald's, and I'm looking at the menu. They have this kiosk thing that's aside from the counter, where you punch in your choices, and I'm standing there looking at the menu, and everything looks gross to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing I see on the menu, and my friend's punching in his orders, and I'm standing there and he's waiting for me, and it's like, no, I don't want that, no, I don't. So it was process of elimination because nothing looked good, and I'm muttering under my breath the whole time, and my friend's his name was Mike, he's being very patient with me. So I thought, okay, what's the least repulsive thing on the menu? And it was the chicken sandwich, but they have a couple different ones. And of course, it's called McCrispy. So like, well, at least we have this kiosk thing where I don't actually have to say it. You can just punch it in and the order goes to, the cashier. So we're going to stand there for over 10 minutes, and we finally make our choices, punch everything in, and it doesn't work. So we try it again. It doesn't work. There's no one in line at the counter. There's no one there. And the cashier is standing there watching us. That might be his like entertainment for the night, knowing that the kiosk doesn't work. So we had to go up there and order it, through him anyway.
Yeah.
And I told Mike, there's no way as an adult I'm going to go up there and actually speak the words, "Can I have a McCrispy, please?" And would you like
do it, you got to own it.
with that? Yes. Can I have a McRoot beer? I told Mike, I'm not doing that. And so he's like, okay. And so he went up there and ordered for me. So I didn't have to,
You just got to lean into it at times like that.
No,
Really.
no. So we get the food, we sit down and we start eating. Oh, by the way, this McDonald's was inside a convenience store. And so I was able to get a different beverage. I got thinking like a chocolate milk or something else. We sit down to eat and we're only, a few feet. We're near the kiosk and this lady comes in to order food. Nice looking lady. Looks like she was ordering for a bunch of people, like maybe a car full of kids or whatever. And she's there for 10 minutes punching this kiosk thing. And we could, there's audible grunts and groans. So we could tell that she was getting annoyed. And finally, we could tell that she was like, she'd had it. And I said, yeah, I know. They have the system where you stand there for 10 minutes and punch in all your order. And then you have to walk up to the counter and reorder anyway. And the cashier is standing there watching her and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't tell her that it's not working. So she was furious by the time she went up to he's like, why didn't you tell me? And the guy was like, he didn't care. It's like, okay, he's minimum wage. He doesn't care. Although all that was annoying, the moral of the story is, or I should say the ironical element of the story is the McCrispy was actually pretty good.
Man, you're lucky that they didn't like in the back say, make him a McBooty hole sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing all my complaining to my friend Mike, not to McDonald's employees.
Oh, okay. Good.
That is just crazy that they know it's not working and they just do not say.
The guy didn't say a word. Just stood there and watched her.
They're probably making like a hidden cam vid that they could put on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying I shouldn't go to McDonald's? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, the one in Sisters, Oregon. Don't, whatever you do. They've got some, cool places to eat there. They have like a mom and pop burger shack, like drive-in kind of place that has excellent food. They have like grills and pubs and things that serve good food, but it all closes down early. There's zero nightlife at McDonald's is the nightlife in Sisters, Oregon.
So you don't go cruising in Sisters? Is that what you're
No, because the streets are empty.
No, wait, but was this on a Saturday?
No, it was a weekday.
Oh, okay.
Because they know the vampires come out at night.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that could be one of those towns.
it is funny because Sisters is a very sort of like small, quaint little country town, but it's like if there's only like I don't know how many people live there, but it's not a ton.
No, it's a
like,
small town.
So why why would you stay open if there's everybody's gone home and gone to bed?
Well, it is like on the only route from Bend to Portland.
That is true. And so you'd think there'd be
You
one
have to
place
drive through.
open.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to drive through Sisters to get to the west.
You'd think there'd be one place that was, they stay open until midnight or whatever because for travelers or whatever.
Marcus says, Mike makes a note, call Gary last when needing a golf partner. Mike is used to my gripes. He knew he was sympathetic and he ordered for me.
I just can't believe that I mean, people that aren't from this area, that is a drive.
It is. Yeah.
And to drive that early in the morning to play that day, I'd be like, why didn't you go the night before? I mean, I know then you got to pay for hotel and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the others, one lives in Sherwood, another one lives in Salem. So we're like, all over the place.
Oh, like picking everybody up along the way,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. And the fourth member lives in Bend.
Well, it sounds like he got the best deal then. He was
Yes.
just like, see you guys at the...
But he comes out here sometimes.
Hey, whose idea was it to draw the creature? My gosh, there's like all this little crap on here. What was the other
Yeah.
suggestion?
So when you're doing the layout, you're not drawing all the detail. That's in the ink stage, right?
Yeah, you just kind
That's
of...
when you realize,
Yeah, I should have gone with Land of the Lost. I was thinking of that, but of course then I'd be drawing a dinosaur and that'd take just as long. So thankfully I don't have Star Trek tonight, so I can go a little bit longer here.
And it reminded me, I forgot, we have an auction.
That's right.
Now we are going to do a minimum bid, are we? Or
I think a smart fellow would put a minimum bid on there, but Gary can do as he pleases.
you should put on just a safe bid so it doesn't walk away with ridiculousness.
That's right. If I don't get a bid of $1,000 on this, forget it.
Did I miss a super chat? Hold on a second. I might
course.
have.
That's kind of goes without saying, I think.
Yeah. I did. Sorry. Still.
Taken in by McDonald's drama.
It's not actually a chat.
Stealth for $1. Thank you, Stealth. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Now this week we're not having a contest, but we do appreciate the chat anyway, or the super chats anyway. We appreciate the chat as well. Speaking of Total Recall, did you guys see also, maybe not, I just went to see Jaws, right? Like 2 days ago. And they played the trailers for upcoming movies. And they're redoing The Running Man with Glenn, what's that guy that was
I was going to say Glenn Close.
No. The guy that was in the latest Top Gun movie. He was the blonde, the guy that was kind of this. He was kind of the smart aleck, cocky guy.
Yeah, they
Val
want him
Kilmer?
back.
Glenn Powell.
Oh, I was like, Val Kilmer. How's he going to?
Well, he played basically Val Kilmer's part.
Oh, I see, in the remake.
In the remake.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's like The Running Man, but it's not. Now it's based on the Stephen King novel, of course, or novella, whatever it was. And the Schwarzenegger version is they take this guy, Schwarzenegger, and they put him on this game show where you basically, if you survive it, you get your freedom or whatever. But it's in this kind of contained set area where you have to fight these guys with chainsaws and these really like super villain, like almost like wrestling kind of personalities. But now they're remaking it with Glenn Powell. And I guess, and I don't know, this may be truer to Stephen King's original story, but basically they set the guy out and everybody's trying to kill him. Like he's out in the streets trying to survive and everybody's trying to kill him.
Okay.
So John Wick.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm thinking this is a good idea or not. Because the Schwarzenegger movie was terrifically bad, like all Schwarzenegger movies are, but incredibly enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is Glenn Powell, does he have what it takes to be a leading man? I don't
That's
know.
a good question.
I don't know if he does, but I guess this is kind of one of those movies we'll probably find out.
Yeah.
if it bombs or not. But it
Like
goes. Go ahead.
Some fans want to make him Batman, and I'm like, no.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
yeah. People don't realize that all Batman film casting has to go through David.
That's right. And
he
Ever
will
since
have a
Michael
good
Keaton.
reason for a yes or a no.
well, my thing is, it's like this is just another example of Hollywood having no ideas.
Yeah.
So now we're remaking Schwarzenegger films, and I don't even know if Running Man was all that successful when it first came out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not exactly a compelling saga, but Arnold being in it, yeah, sure, I'll watch it.
Right, exactly.
I got a question. Somebody's asking me where to go. Henry Jeremick asking me, Gary, do you know where that movie Bruce Lee Image is from?
Can't remember the title, but it was the scene where he's drunk and he's like kind of flirting.
Fist of Fury?
No.
Well, he only did like 4 movies, didn't he, before he died?
The Chinese Connection?
I don't think so. I think it was Big Boss. I could be wrong.
Yep.
Henry, I'm assuming you know the answer.
I've only seen Enter the Dragon. That's the one where he goes to the island, right?
Yeah. That's the best.
That was his best one, yeah.
And then I saw
In my opinion.
Game of Death, which of course he died before he finished, but
Yeah. Although the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scene is pretty cool.
right when he fights Kareem, yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. And then where's the one where, and I only saw the scene from this movie. I haven't seen the whole movie, but he goes into like some guy's dojo or whatever, and the guy has his students attack him, and he just beats the crap out of about like 40 guys. And then finally the teacher attacks him, and he beats the crap out of the teacher.
That might be that Chinese Connection, actually.
Yeah, Henry confirms it. It's the Big Boss.
But that's about it, isn't it? Like, didn't he just do 4 or 5 films before he?
Well, some of his early films kind of run together for me,
Right.
where he's like a reluctant fighter, and he made a vow not to, and so he's teams up with some locals that are getting bullied and they're getting beat up, and he's like telling himself not to get involved, and then finally he gets hit, and they're like, that's kind of a familiar theme, and then he's like let loose.
What was the one where he fought Chuck Norris at the beginning? And,
No, the Chuck Norris fight was at the end.
oh, was it when he
Yeah,
like
the
ripped out a
very-
hand?
The
hair
very
off
end.
his chest?
Yeah. I don't
Which one
remember
was
the name of
that?
that.
Which one?
Henry,
Okay, which movie was that though?
Yeah, that's what I mean by several of his earlier films run together for me. It's all like one big movie because the plot's very similar.
Somebody in the chat tell me what movie that was.
Chris H is asking Return of the Dragon. I don't remember.
No, there was Enter the Dragon. There is no Return of the Dragon, is there?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was
Way
there?
of the Dragon.
Oh, Way of the Dragon?
Yeah, I was
Way of
screaming
the
it
Dragon.
before my microphone wasn't working.
He's
Well,
yelling. Were you yelling it?
Yeah. Why can't you guys hear me?
You idiots!
Inconsequential artist for 5 says the original Running Man was successful, but only in the rerun. Boo! Oh my
Yeah, that deserved a boo.
God.
And that deserved little G comment too.
Actually, where is it?
Swine.
Can you imagine how much more interesting all these Gary Beef stories were if he knew karate?
Oh my gosh.
So every story would end the same way with violence.
Yep.
But with Burger King or McDonald's is like
Yeah.
you're fighting with spatulas and stuff.
Yeah.
Henry
And
Jeremick.
then I had to leg it out of there because the police were coming.
Right.
Henry Jeremick says it's the first movie, The Big Boss,
The
is
Big
what he
Boss.
says. Okay. Let's see here. Glitch says, I'm not sure what kind of movies Aaron is watching where it has a guy beat off 40 other guys.
Oh,
Oh shit.
wow.
Oh.
Why did I catch that? Nobody caught that, but nobody caught that. But
Now that's a big boss.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, all right. Katie did says, wow, Gary. Just wow. I don't know why she's picking on Gary now, but I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. Brian999 says that was Return of the Dragon, Chuck Norris fight. Okay, there you go. So everybody has a different answer. But
Way of the Dragon.
what's that?
Way of the Dragon.
Way of the Dragon.
Way of the Dragon.
I think it's in it's originally called Way of the Dragon, but there are some releases that call it Return of the Dragon.
let's just say there was dragons involved. Okay.
Yeah. No, is that like Revenge of the Jedi or Return of the Jedi? I was at San Diego back in whenever it was before that movie came out, Return of the Jedi, and people actually had those Revenge of the Jedi posters. Yeah, or it was shortly after, excuse me. It would have been like 88. And they were already back then like selling them for like 150 or whatever. Because they actually released the advanced movie posters under the title Revenge of the Jedi. And then I guess they figured out that, wait a minute, they're not really getting revenge. So that doesn't make any sense. So, but I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. After they released the posters?
The advanced posters. You know how they do like those advanced posters?
Yeah. Okay.
They're coming, in July or whatever.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're just now thinking of that.
What revenge? Who got revenge?
Revenge for what? So now I think after what was it? One of the three movies that the prequels that Lucas made was the one where Darth Vader kills all the little kids. Then the one after that could be Revenge of the Jedi, probably.
Yeah.
There was another one.
Iodine 74 says George decided Jedi wouldn't pursue revenge.
Okay.
Well,
And then I guess I ain't no Jedi.
Yeah, Gary would never make it as a Jedi.
I'll get him.
Gary would never make it as a Jedi.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
It's very cold in space.
Mickey. Mickey has a very strong opinions about Jedi. She says the Jedi were evil. I've heard her pontificating about Jedi before.
So the Jedi were evil. They weren't good.
They were the bad. According to correct me if I'm incorrect, if I'm wrong. She thought that Jedi were the bad guys.
Actually, I've heard that sort of fan theory that they really are the bad guys, but I don't know that I necessarily have given it that much thought. Is there Is there ever been a more successful movie franchise that every movie in the franchise is hated except for two?
Well, how many films have like a 9-film story arc?
True. But I mean, other than the first Star Wars and then Empire Strikes Back, every other one of those films people complain about. And yet Star Wars is the biggest thing that ever hit pop culture.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered though, now I saw Star Wars when I was 12, that's when it came out.
Right.
Now, what about the people seeing the new Star Wars when they're 12? You know what I'm saying? Because I have gone back and watched the original Star Wars, and it's like, it didn't quite, the acting didn't hold up, And it's like, but back then when I was 12, it's like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, I went completely nuts,
Yeah, that's true.
I think that some of the Star Wars hoopla is that there may not have been another franchise that people have been so passionate about.
Yes.
Either
for sure.
one side or the other. It's hard to be indifferent about Star Wars.
Well, and the thing about Star Wars, whether it's a good movie or not, it's so freaking groundbreaking that, people don't appreciate it now because special effects have come so far. But that blew our freaking minds when we saw that movie because you've never seen anything like that.
It was incredible.
Yeah. Mickey, all that power, and you think they would stay honest and good. Jedi were corrupt by the power they supposed to defend.
Well, probably. Do we have examples of this corruption that she's laying out there, or
do you want to go down that well?
I don't really, but
let's talk about sequels. Glitch says Alien 1 and 2 was loved, the rest though. And I was going to make a point. There really haven't been that many great sequels. I would put Aliens on that list as a great, is as good or better than the first one.
Yep.
My other films on that list would be 3 and 4 Musketeers. I loved those movies. I saw those movies in the theater when I was in college. And the key to that was they made 3 and 4 Musketeers at the same time.
Yeah.
They just released them as separate films. So in the theater, after seeing 3 Musketeers, at the end of the credits, they showed clips of 4 Musketeers. And I was like, what? They made it already? Wow, genius.
Well, the thing with let's take Alien, the monster is what's famous and beloved. It's not, the 2 movies are, but the franchise survives because the creature survives and they can survive bad movies, right? Same thing with Predator. It's just a cool creature.
Right. They just have to have a halfway decent story and it's acceptable.
Right. But
look at David Go with the I was going to say dusky clouds.
He's getting all troned up, man.
Captain Bipto says, what are these movies Gary is talking about? You haven't seen the 3 4 Musketeers? Okay, I'll use this term correctly. You Philistine.
That's right. You're not a heathen. You're a Philistine.
Yeah, they got Raquel Welch in it, don't they?
Yep,
that's true.
Yep.
Inconsequential Artist for 20 says it's no accident that the Jedi and Sith correspond to light and dark, not good and evil, right and wrong. It's all distraction, and that's okay, so long as it's kept as the entertainment that it is and not an entire lifestyle. that becomes relevant when you know that people actually formed like the Church of the Jedi and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And got so carried away with that crap that
Yeah.
they actually convinced themselves, kind of like Bigfoot, that it was real.
Yeah.
Denny for $1.99. Now,
Really?
isn't
There's a
that
church
funny?
I could join?
What?
Hey, look at this.
He's
I'd be
thrilled
very
my
interested in
heart.
that.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. Denny for $1.99. You can go to, you used to be able to go to Denny's and get a Grand Slam for $1.99. So I think there's something,
Interesting.
another layer to this.
Yes.
What type of ink tools do you all use? That depends on the project. A lot of times I'm using these either brush pens or microns, whatever has archival ink. And but I also do use a brush with regular India ink, a number 2. Gary, you're the inker. Go ahead.
Yeah, I inked this Bruce with a Winsor Newton sable brush.
Did you use number 2?
Yes, I believe I did.
I have to admit, it's so much easier to ink with a pen that I just but unless I just get a wild hair, I just like have totally abandoned the brush.
And Aaron, pray tell, where would that wild hair be located?
I probably shouldn't have mentioned it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
See, I didn't catch the rest of what you were saying. Once you said wild hair, my mind reeled.
You thought of Tina immediately, right? You're just like,
That would be wild hairs.
Is there such a thing now as we cannot get through an episode without mentioning her name?
I think it's important to note that practically everything on this show that has become a staple is Gary's fault. So
all the weird stuff, mythology that's attached to Graybeards is my fault.
that's right. So,
Marcus, I still use the Raphaels every once in a while, but in this case, it was Winsor Newton.
are you? We probably talked about this before, but are you finding Winsor Newtons that have decent tips? Or
No, I have old ones that that I revitalize. I didn't throw out any brushes that I thought were, had it. I put them in a jar and kept them for years, and I still have probably about 40 left.
Yeah, I knew you were older, but I didn't know you knew Raphael.
Kerry was personal friends with Raphael.
Yeah, he said he uses his his
Well,
article.
they were in those days, it was Winsor Newton. I didn't do Raphael's till way later.
Yeah, because Winsor Newton was the thing until the tips started getting crappy on
Didn't
him.
meet Raphael till years later.
I think who was it? Can't remember. A inker of renown. Carl Story recommended Raphael's. That's the first time I had heard about them. And I thought, well, if they're good enough for Carl.
I want to say Hillary Barta turned me onto those, but I'm not 100% certain. But I think it was. Because we started having problems with those tips back in the 90s when we were still in Studiosaurus, and I remember complaining about those tips.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This actually turned out pretty well, but it's like
You still have a lot to do, right?
close to done with it.
Yeah.
We're at 4:30.
Yeah, it's 4:30. Yeah.
You know what? Let's go ahead and we've got a big number right now. Why don't we go ahead and do auction off your Bruce Lee piece while we've got people watching?
Okay.
Let me pull it up. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Uno momento, por favor.
John Smith, of course, is the only person ever to get a commission from me that I forgot to sign. And so, and it was of The Creature from the Black Lagoon many years ago. And I mailed it to him. And then it took several years before we were able to connect in person with him remembering to bring it so I could sign it. So he's reminding me not to forget to sign this one. Okay, this is what we're looking at. Drunken Bruce Lee. So basically, we need you guys to type in if you're interested in getting this. Gary, is there a minimum bid you're looking for on this?
There is, but I'm not going to say what it is. I will say when it's surpassed that, I will say that it's surpassed that.
All right. So
the reserve is kept. It's a hidden reserve. But it's not a lot. But so this is to tell the backstory of this. I did a Bruce Lee that, in my opinion, wasn't as good as this, and I had to choose between that Bruce Lee and Gina Carano for my art book because I only had 130 pages of art. And I had 131 pieces of art. So I chose between Bruce and Gina won. I thought it was a better piece of art. I wasn't 100% happy with that illustration. I liked it, but I knew one day I would do something better. And this is what I hope you agree. I think this is better. Better technique. I don't have any contour lines in it. All the gray cross hatching is holding up the figure. I do see a Best Age Comics 100 confirmed. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah. So guys, type in the amount. You have to put confirmed next to your bid, John Smith. I see your 150, but put confirmed on there so we know that you're actually bidding and not suggesting that someone else bid that much, which we've had happen in the past. So we just need clarification. If you want to go 150 on that, just put 150 confirmed.
So a little close up, you can see the cross hatching. All the gray tones are lovingly rendered with a Winsor Newton brush.
Okay, John Smith put confirmed in a separate message.
I think that's good enough.
Yep, I know John well, known him for years. So,
and that 150 was my reserve, so we're off to the races.
Okay, there you go. Leg Kick for $5. Thank you, Leg Kick. Says, nice looking pieces, everyone. And yes, Dan, I have heard of Werner's.
That's cool. One. Dan.
There it is. So
you can see no contour lines, just gray tones defining the shapes. There's a dark shadow on one side of him, but the other side is open.
Gary, what happens when you put water into a cup?
I've gotten that a lot.
The water becomes the cup.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
That was on an interview, wasn't it? It wasn't actually in a movie. It was
right.
An interview he did.
Yeah, it was an interview.
It's
not my favorite.
This is on 11 by 14 Bristol, so it's a respectable size. When I do portraits, I tend to do them big so I can do this kind of cross-hatching detail. Smaller stuff is hard to cross-hatch.
Emotional content, not anger.
Yeah.
You learn from these. You can learn a lot from these Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah, I tell you.
Don't focus on the finger, or you'll miss all that heavenly glory.
Got that accent down too, man.
Yeah, Salty, you think that's David doing the imitation? That's Dan.
That is Dan doing it.
Hey, what do you know? I'm David's level.
He's gone next level. He's gone David level.
Oh, Salty is saying, okay, he's talking about the artwork. Salty is referring to David's artwork. How come he doesn't win every week on Kings?
Because I do usually. And you can understand that clearly.
Wait a minute, Salty. What are you? You're supposed to be loyal to me.
Vespa guy comes in with 200.
All right.
I'll
Thank
take.
you.
He says Salty says I'm so funny. That's good.
Yeah,
Vespa.
I owe you some artwork. I have not forgotten, and it's coming when I get the stuff off my drawing table.
Oh, actually, I owe artwork to Stealth and Inconsequential. I haven't mailed out because I didn't have the packing material. I went and bought some yesterday, so I'll get that out to you guys tomorrow.
Well, it sounds like you've done the artwork. I haven't done Stealth yet.
Well,
That's a big difference.
it's the stuff from last week that those guys bid so high. I felt like I needed to give them something for their contributions to the show, for the contest. So we're at 200 right now. Inconsequential Artist for 5 says, "Be like living water, brothers. See y'all next week, God willing." Yes, thank you very much, Inconsequential. We appreciate you contributing as readily as you do.
So Salty, are you bidding 800?
Yeah, Salty. You're gonna recommend. You can't recommend to others what you're not willing to do yourself. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with Salty. Yeah, somebody should be bidding $800.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to help you out.
I agree.
No, wait a minute. Wouldn't that be something Bruce Lee would say? It's like, don't recommend what you won't do yourself.
John Smith is countering with 225.
Nice.
You get music at 250.
You know, it's not.
Do you have music? Aaron?
I do, but it's not. It's like Muzak.
Okay. It would bring everybody down. They'd leave.
Yeah,
you out.
exactly. You might lose your bids if I play it right
I'd take it back.
Yeah.
Well,
No, John.
Gary, you got your harmonica? Get you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
John-
well. Here's Vespa guy with 250.
John Smith is very much a celebrity guy. He actually had me draw Clint Eastwood at a convention once.
Do you have a scan of that?
No. John, I'm sure, has it.
Yeah.
But-
Thank you, Vespa guy. Appreciate it.
There were only a few guys back in the day that had like portable scanners with them, and they would
Yeah.
scan their sketches at the shows. And we didn't have
iPhones where you could take.
Yeah, there was no
pictures.
iPhones when I did that piece.
Start the countdown.
Okay, yeah, 250 confirmed from Vespa guy. We might as well start the countdown.
All right. Okay. I'll start typing in. Remember, you guys, you're a couple seconds behind, so don't wait till the last second to bid. 10. 9. Dale A says, "Not enough violence in this portrait."
That was the point.
This is pre-violence.
Yeah.
8. John Smith reminding me, I also did John Wayne once. I don't remember the John Wayne piece. I do remember Johnny Depp, but that was the Pirates of the Caribbean, which I did that at home, I think. So that was like better. So I actually could work on that. 7. We are at 250 for Bruce Lee. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Actually go to 0 here. So 1. 0. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times.
It is 10 seconds. Actually, I just measured it. The delay.
Oh, it's 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That wasn't 10 seconds, but it's close enough. There it is. It is sold to Best Guy for $250.
Excellent.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me type in my PayPal. Thank you, Vespa Guy. Could you kick in 10 or 15 bucks for shipping? I'd appreciate that too. Because it's, you know, it's big.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've accomplished at this point, because we're getting here. It's almost 4:45 my time. And I'm embarrassed, but I didn't finish this, but I will finish it.
Ooh.
So we even got what's her face back there. So I'll
Was she wearing a black one piece?
No, she was wearing a white
One. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I got to actually check that, make sure that I don't know if there was straps coming up around her neck or not. I probably were back in the 50s, but I think this is coming along pretty nicely.
Are they at a disco? Are they dancing?
Yeah.
They're dancing. It's a water dance. There you go. Certainly nothing that would intimidate Arthur Adams, but you know, or you know,
Yeah, I like it.
what we got going here.
Are you going to render him like crazy?
I'm trying to, but I was like, I got to get the lighting on him. And yeah. So yes.
Yeah.
She's like saying, "This is the last time I swim near a nuclear power plant."
Yep. All right. So David, what do you got?
Bam.
No. You're fuzzy. There you go.
I like it. It's awesome. Man.
Oh man.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Look at that ring thing. What was that called?
Drink of water.
Cora from Tron Legacy and Uprising. So
I
How
think
did you get those white streaks on the ground in the background? Oh, okay. It's just like I thought you'd like did something underneath the crayon.
nope.
Rubber cement. And
that is a very cool stylized interpretation
Yeah.
of that. And it works really well because of the kind of the Tron theme, the tech theme. That's a really cool looking piece. It's so close to being as good as My Creature that you might even say that maybe a tie. So if
you guys could fight it out, you know, in the
Even though you finished yours and I didn't finish mine.
Well, I got a lot more like little creature scales and stuff. So
Soul Nasher said I won.
I see that. I'm ignoring it though.
Oh,
Stealth
see,
X5.
I knew it. I knew you were ignoring all my people.
Stealth X5 for $2. Thanks for doing this. Thank you. It was great fun. Let's see. Gollum Wolf says very nice. Ink on Paper says David wins.
didn't even see mine yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just feel like David's paying people off or something.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Passmaster Dan says that what's her face did have straps on her bathing suit. Katie.
See, David doesn't have to pay in money.
That's
He
great.
pays people off in deeds.
That's true. Looks great, David, says Katie.
Just great.
Katie had no comment on mine. I thought that was pretty telling. But anyway, so let's take a look at, that's very good, David. So let's take a look at Dan and see what Dan is offering us. Ooh. I don't think Luke was ever that tough, but
No. And that's how Luke saw himself.
I'm sorry, but Luke doesn't have man hands.
he doesn't have what?
Man hands.
That's right. He has these like powerful looking hands.
Yeah, they look like farmers' hands.
Well, he's a farmer, for goodness
Well,
sake.
he is. He should have.
No, construction worker hands.
Yeah.
I got the twin sons up there. Look at that. It's got to
Oh,
count.
okay. Yeah, yeah. You put a lot of effort into those templates.
Yeah.
I got Obi-Wan's structure there, his igloo. I tell you though, RT was surprisingly a pain in the ass to draw.
I would think so.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of. I got to go back and kind of revisit this page. You know what this page needs? Do you ever think about like just resting? Like you put it away for a day, come back to it, see what it's missing, because it's kind of cool, but it's missing something. You know,
It's missing paint. Paint it.
That's right. Missing
maybe.
color, Dan. That's what it's missing.
so I don't know.
Very nice.
not
Thank
bad.
you.
Pretty good. I think
Okay.
it's good.
Yeah, Glitch says it's Uncle Owen burning in the back.
There you go. Yeah, smoldering Uncle Owen.
With
That
some
would be
charred
good.
bodies in the background.
Maybe Jar Jar Binks.
Yep. Oh no. Katie says, actually, Aaron, yours looks great, but this is a left-handed
yeah, that's
compliment.
my
because you
word.
notice she misspelled my name.
Well,
So
she also prefaced
Arad.
it with actually.
yeah.
Well, nice job, Dan. I think
well,
that's the best.
Yeah. She spelled your name right at least. So Katie's compliment kind of reminds me of this.
Your drawing is interesting.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
I
she's
think I
saying.
got an Aaron compliment from Katie. Wow, nice job. Like, wow, I can't believe you actually did something okay.
Well, Katie is like spreading out. She's no longer just picking on me.
Now
It's
we're just
like
reading into everything.
everybody is fair game for Katie, apparently. And she agrees. Exactly. So there you
okay.
go.
Got it.
Matthew Muma says needs more cowbell.
Yeah, that's what it needs. I knew it.
And he put LOL, so he's cracking himself up. So
That's
there you
good.
go, Matthew.
He's trying to say that it's funny.
Yeah, it is. If you
And
can't,
I think it's true. It is funny.
if you can't make, if you don't think your own jokes are funny, why even try?
Right.
Dan One says leg kick. This is not a competition. What is wrong with you people? It's all about fun and games.
Oh, how he turns quickly. I'm headed up to here with the likes of you people.
And leg kick, he's that guy really knows this stuff.
Look at, apparently this is how they roll in Canada. I don't know, but first runner up, David, second, Dan, third, Aaron, and the winner is Bruce Lee. Gary,
kind of hard to argue with that.
Gary can't like do stuff off the show, then come on and like get accolades for that. That's like, I don't know about that.
Does that still put me in first though? I mean, if technically even the show.
No, I'm in first.
You're
No,
second.
we said runner up. Wait.
Well, he said that Gary was the winner and you were David was the first runner up and you were second runner up.
So that would make you third.
Yeah. And still ahead of me for some reason. I don't think people appreciate the amount of work that goes into all this scaling. I just don't think that there's
you're not finished.
It's organic. It's given. Try drawing R2D2 for goodness sake.
Well, actually, I will give you that. And leg kick says Dan Lawless one of Werner's. So
awesome.
This is Dan's argument. Well, look at my robot.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who drew a robot.
Yeah, sci-fi.
Oh. Wow. All right, this is getting brutal. But I want to say everybody hit the like and subscribe, whether it pains you to do it or not. We greatly appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I want to thank everybody for the super chats.
Tell your friends when you go to Target or random people at Target.
Yeah, tell your friends when you go to Target. What are you insinuating, Dan?
Or everybody that you meet.
Everybody you meet in church and at the fish fry.
Yeah, exactly. Next week, I can almost promise we have a guest, and it's going to be really, really cool. So you guys don't want to miss it. And then the week after that, we're going to hold another contest for you guys to actually pick which characters you want us to draw on a future show. So anyway, a lot of good stuff coming up. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it very much. And we'll see you next week right here.
Thank you guys.
Graybeard's Studio.
Hey, Aaron.